Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight?
Not bad, not bad. All things considered, it being the most show.
Yeah, so apparently the beginning of this movie got Jay in the mood to stay in Miami, if you know what I mean. And you can take that any way you like. But,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, he had a mirror in his room. He's like, I got to do something with it. But that's what I hear. Hope everybody's doing okay tonight. How are we doing out there? Yes, that is right. Thank you for explaining the obvious, Max Payne. Appreciate it.
Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious. Hail! It is to begin the show, the Mojo Show, the Mojo Jojo Show. I am Mo Zamboni, your host for the night. Jay is still in Miami, enjoying the scene. Driving his IROC Camaro. And speaking of which, we're talking about mullets back in the day, everything in Miami. But apparently I summoned him by talking about it. It is Criticalist Blaine.
Hey.
Hey, listen, you mention a mullet, I appear. That's how this works. Everyone knows it. And sorry, I was over on Film Threat. We were it was a knockdown drag out with Robert Meyer Burnett because he was arguing for all of the race swaps in the Odyssey, and that was wild.
Was there any legitimate arguments there, or was it like he was just being a troll?
I mean, he wasn't trying to be a troll. He was being very serious. But as far as legitimate arguments, I guess it depends on if you're on board with all this revisionist history stuff or not, I guess is the best way to put it.
The reason people love Robert Meyer Burnett is because he does not troll. He does not joke.
No.
What he says is from his
Very
heart,
serious.
and it is always from his heart, and that's the only place he'll ever be from. So that's why people love him, and they'll forgive some of his bad opinions in voting takes. But So anyways, go ahead.
It was an unparalleled roasting in the chat for sure. I do not want to be in his shoes after that. But hey, I commend him. In all honesty, I told him, I'm like, very few people come into this space with those types of arguments. Like, kudos for him for giving the conversation. So
Well, you would know, Blaine, considering your Jaws review.
Everyone knows I love Jaws. I don't know what we're talking about. I said it on our show the other day. This is a rumor started by big geeks and gamers. They're trying to take me down. I'm just saying.
What's your review at online still on Criticalist?
I don't even know what that score is, Mo. I don't even know if I might not have even made that review.
All right, since you've been streaming with Robert Meyer Burnett, what does it identify as?
It identifies as the most excellent. Okay, it might say something else, but it heavily identifies as the most excellent.
Okay. Now we're down to the crux of the matter here. But well, we just started, so because
nice,
I'm hosting, so we gotta start late. That's
right. Yeah, we're Jayless.
Yeah, we're Jayless in Miami. Well, Jay Full in Miami.
Yeah.
He's enjoying the lifestyle. I surmise that he saw the beginning of Lethal Weapon. He's like, you know what? That looks fun. So he just got a mirror.
He saw boobs and was like, that looks fun.
Well, I mean, if you're a man and you don't think that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, there might be a few of those in the chat that don't agree, but no. So glad you're doing well. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, but
no, it's good.
Joe, you look like you're not. You don't have your bakla or whatever you call it.
Yes, my batleth. I am not home.
Yeah.
I am in somewhere in the middle of nowhere, America. I was telling Blaine that usually when I'm working out in the road, I basically get something fun to eat, on the company dime. But I'm so far out in the middle of nowhere. The only thing there was to eat here, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying it looks like an apocalypse happened, Ebola hit. There's no movement outside. There's no restaurants. So I've got Panera for dinner, and that's about it. That's as exciting as it's getting tonight, guys.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, it could be worse. That was like we went to. I had no idea that other countries were like this. It was my first time going overseas, and we went to Ireland, and we landed at, like later in the day, but it was like like just after kind of dinner time. Everything was shut down, and we were kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you couldn't get food. We ended up on our first night in Ireland having to drive an hour to eat Chinese food for our first meal in Ireland. No joke. And that was when I learned that they also give fries and or chips with Chinese food, and I was like, what is happening? It was actually excellent
Wow.
Chinese food. But yeah, so that's one of the things going overseas too, is like you got to realize. And I see like in Nagernal asking like no pubs, like no, and they don't serve food. Like even if the pubs are open for drinks, and even them, most of them aren't open late. Like everything shut down. Everything was like, we went all around and we're asking people like where to get food, and everyone was like, I don't know, it's after hours, you can't get any. I'm like, we're gonna.
This was not
starve.
Dublin though.
We were outside of Dublin. We were more like, it wasn't fully in nowhere, but like, more middle of the country kind of thing.
So like Galloway, or
yeah,
Galloway's
we were
like
about
West Coast, right?
yeah. Yes, it is West Coast. Yeah, we were like, I don't know, like 45 minutes outside of Galloway probably. So, but yeah, we had to drive for it. It's a weird thing. Which, granted, ever since COVID, the states aren't too much better, because like we were in a bar the other day and had last call at 10 o'clock on a Friday night. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
dude, it's
It's
that
pathetic.
makes me sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for everybody being in the chat here. We do have one super chat. We got Double Hawk for 2. Event Horizon next week in honor of Sam Neill. Oh yeah, Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think we did potentially. Did Jay decided about what next week was, correct?
yes, and it's. I mean, come on. If we're gonna do Sam Neill, it's got to be Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic
Right.
Park. Yeah.
And the fact that we've not done it on this show is wild, in all honesty. Like, I'm surprised it's gone this long.
Well, Joe and I were talking about that behind the scenes. I think here's the thing. I think we've all seen like a lot of the major movies, like Jurassic Park, or like even ones we don't really like Titanic, or like just the ones that are like True Lies, Terminator, all those. It's the ones that are slightly less, ever so slightly less known, like Spartacus. We've all heard of it. We've never seen it.
Right.
Monster Squad, which is a great movie. We finally got to see it. Yeah.
Right.
It's it's a great place to meet, and people have their voices heard. They send super chats, they request, and we get to talk about all these great movies that were not the best of all time. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're just a little less known, and we get to talk about those and bring them back to the forefront, which I think is the best part about this channel. So much fun.
For sure. I agree, because there's those ones like Jurassic Park where a lot of us regularly would go back to something like that, but it's like you don't necessarily think to go back to, like you said, like Monster Squad or some of these more unknowns, and a lot of people haven't even seen them anyways, and so it's good to have that push to be like, oh, like I'm gonna watch this random older thing that I never thought to watch, and that it's kind of ABF and I were talking like a while back when I created Criticless, and he's like, I feel like the movie industry is like tanking, it's doing terrible. Like, what is Criticless going to do if they just like aren't putting out a lot of films? And I'm like, well, the great thing is there's a shit ton of older films that most people have not seen. Like, we could do this show forever and still not get to a lot of stuff.
And the beauty of old movies is that sometimes the brain is like, yes, like for instance, Mo and I were just talking about, like, I've seen this movie before. I've seen Lethal Weapon before, but I watched this when I was much, much younger. And it was like almost like watching it again for the first time with just new eyes. And I was on a plane today, earlier this morning, and I decided at 6 a.m. that I was going to watch an old Star Trek movie. I watched Wrath of Khan. And
let's go.
I had such a good time. So I forewent all the new stuff, like the new entertainment. I said, let's go old school. And I had such a good time. So nothing wrong with pulling something from, the card catalog out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the other part of that is we're trying to remember what made movies great. So I think we just assume it's like when you look at like sports ball players like Michael Jordan or Ken Griffey Jr. or, like Aaron Judge or something like that. If newer, like they just assume that they just became that way. They didn't understand that there's a lot of work and development that went behind it. Like this movie.
Right.
We all thought buddy cop movies were around forever. We didn't realize that Murtaugh and Riggs had to be invented at some point. It just seems like it's always been that way. But yeah, It's
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, this had to be the birth of the saxophones in buddy cop movies too. There's so many saxophones in this movie is just blaring saxes from start to finish. I'm like, let's go. Like this is clearly what network TV was like. This is how they all need to be for the rest of time going forward.
yes, we need to bring the saxophone back. And I'm not just saying that because I used to be a first chair player. Thank you very much. I think it is woefully underused, and even in the 80s, I thought it was woefully underused because it's one of the best. Oh, it's so good in this movie. You're right. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It's dramatic. It's sexy. It can use to be conveyed all kinds of emotions. It's a cool ass, instrument. So for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, somehow you can look weird playing it, as we found out in The Lost Boys. Like that was somebody sent me a clip of that lately, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to remember that. If I saw that growing up, I would not have wanted to play saxophone because
there's a level of homoeroticism in that scene that is unparalleled in all of cinema.
yes. But Lethal Weapon, I think, came out the same year. Brought it back from the brink. So
yeah, very
happy about that. But since we're on the subject of talking about the man, and he was just a great actor. He never exuded himself, made himself like the top billing, even though he was in Jurassic Park. He just kind of made sure that everybody's shown in the movies he was in. He never outshone anybody in a good way. He could have. Well, okay, I say that because I forgot about Event Horizon where he was awesome. But yeah, Sam Neill. I can't even say die. Passes away at 78. Jurassic Park star passes away suddenly. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Hello. Sorry.
Yo, what up, dude?
Late. I was having technical issues, but we're good now. So,
all right.
Walk right into the saddest thing ever.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, way to break it.
I didn't kill him.
Listen, this is not so it's a sudden passing away situation, but I think the worst part of it is, I don't know if chat remembers, but he had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma for a really long time, and he's been doing the whole cancer battle for a while, and he recently declared himself cancer-free, only to, basically succumb to something else, which, by the way, we have not found out the true underlying reason, which may still, and Blaine and I were talking about this, it may still be somewhat related to his cancer, because those meds, radiation, chemo, they destroy you. His immune system was probably trashed.
You become very susceptible to just about anything that comes up.
Yeah, and there are people that will not, they're just like, no, I just would rather enjoy the last few years, which is, not to go too sad, but it's just like, there's a reason why they do that, is because it will decimate you. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's sad that he passed, and I loved him in, I forgot that he was in The Hunt for Red October. I was just saying, Sam Neill was a great actor because he could excel, but he wouldn't overshine his co-stars.
He was a very good supporting actor because he never he elevated everything without being an opaque thing that distracted, if that makes any sense.
No, he's a good glue for films.
Yes.
That's the thing. And he was always he's memorable and great, but like you said, he didn't overshine people. He which I'll say, one of my favorites of his that I feel like almost nobody has seen is actually a Taika Waititi movie that, before he went off the rails and everybody hated his stuff, was he did a film called Hunt for the Wilder People, and Sam Neill is phenomenal in that movie. He's so good.
I've heard of it, but I have not seen it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. So
it's so good. It's definitely one of Taika's best things for sure. And it is, if you want a feel good movie and something you haven't seen of his and want to see him in a really cool light, that movie is definitely a good place to start.
Yep.
Listening to Joe type really loud on her keyboard.
I'm so sorry. I was looking at his.
I thought that was.
This is not a good setup. I'm literally on a MacBook with no microphone, with Delta earbuds that are pretty crappy. So I'm doing the best
It
I
just
can.
sounded like you were doing this into your microphone.
It really-
It was like a little bit of ASMR, you know? She's like,
Yeah.
how's that sound, guys? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, there you go,
sorry.
Joe. Give us some. Cheer us up. Give us some
Right.
ASMR here.
Yeah.
Here you go. Type the keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh no, no.
Sounds
Well-
like a freaking
Amazing.
thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Right?
We did have 264 people in the chat. Thank you, by the way. for
Right.
those who remained after that.
Sorry,
But-
Yeah,
guys.
him passing away is a huge bummer. He's just one of those actors that's kind of a staple of cinema. He's just in
Mhm.
so many things and he's so good all the time. I mean, I love this miniseries that he was in, Merlin. He was awesome in that.
Oh.
Like, you know,
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
he's also in one of the most terrifying movies ever created in Event Horizon, and he is so good in that movie, dude. Like, dude, yeah, he's terrifying in Event Horizon. So yeah, man, it's sad. And then Jurassic Park, which, like, to me, it's almost like you don't want to mention Jurassic Park, not because it wasn't a great movie for him, because he's done so many other things that you want to give him credit for, you know? Yeah. I don't know. I love Sam Neill. It's a bummer.
Yeah, my favorite movie that he was in, well, I loved him in Jurassic Park, and I loved him in Event Horizon, was Daywalkers.
Mm.
Oh,
What he
yeah.
did with Ethan Hawke, he was the president of the United States as a vampire. And he was evil and he was great. And the way he went out at the end of that movie was fantastic. But yeah, Daybreakers, Sam Neill just didn't. Sam Neill was one of those actors that just wanted to act and he loved to act. He didn't care if it was a C movie, a B movie, or an A movie. He just let me do it. Let me cook. And he was great and everything. And yeah. Yep. Dude, if you get a chance to watch that movie, it's weird because you have some of the best actors of all time, but it's a B movie. You have
Right.
Willem Dafoe, Ethan Hawke, and you got Sam Neill as the president, vampire president of the United States.
He was also in a Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
What?
You-
What?
He was in Ragnarok in the scene where they had the play, and he was playing Odin. He has like
Yes.
a tiny cameo.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
What?
and that was after Hunt for the Wilder People, and it's Taika, so that makes sense because he was
Yes.
like throwing in some friends in random spots in that movie.
Yes.
So I'd forgotten about that.
So let's read what his family said. Gee, thanks. There, Geeks and Gamers. Let's see. Oh no, the article has disappeared.
No.
Way to go,
What?
Mo.
Yeah,
What
I
are you,
know, right?
Mo? What are you
There you go.
doing?
I don't know.
Oh my
It's not my
gosh.
fault. All right. Okay. New Zealand actor Sam Neill has passed away at the age of 78 months after he revealed he was cancer-free following a long battle with stage 3 blood cancer. His family has described his death as sudden and unexpected in a statement published on Sam Neill's Instagram page. It is with immense sadness that the Wahanau family of Sam Neill, I'm sure I butchered that, share the news of his passing on Monday, July 13th in Sydney, Australia. Sam was surrounded by his family and passed with a dignity that has characterized his whole life. The loss was sudden and unexpected, but blessed by the fact that Sam remained cancer-free. They would like to express their deepest gratitude to the staff of St. Vincent's Private Hospital for their incredible care. For more details will be shared later. But for now, on behalf of the family, we ask that you respect their privacy as they navigate this immeasurable loss. So, yeah. And from what I heard, he was doing great in Peaky Blinders and later stuff in his life. And
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
good in that.
so, but yeah, no. So non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, I don't know the difference between any of that, but lymphoma is essentially blood cancer, right? For those
Yes.
who are initiated, which is, man, to fight that and just kind of
Basically attack your T cells and
Yeah.
your immune system,
Ugh.
which is in your blood. So it's a bad thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he will be missed, and we will be watching Jurassic Park. But I think there are a few. We would just watch The Hunt for Red October, where he's awesome, and awesome supporting actor.
I'm gonna drop a link, Mo, if you want to play it. I don't know if you've ever seen this interview. This like girl asks him a question, and he gets like pretty moved by it, but he gives some really cool advice, and it's just a really
No.
cool clip.
Yeah, please share. He's so quiet, and never see him in interviews or anything. He just kind of does
Yeah,
his
let me
job.
Make
And
sure this is the right link here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought this
All
was a really, really, really sweet moment that he has, and I always love this. And I always think about this when I think about Sam Neill. So
okay. Oh, this was like a year ago.
or something.
so?
Like, I think
Yeah.
it was a little bit ago, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, and I'll share that.
No, we believe in you.
I know.
You
We
got
I just
can
wanna
do it,
ma-
Mo.
I actually didn't know Mo was running things today.
Surprise, bitch. No.
Yeah, well, I was trying
Yeah,
to
when
come
I saw
early
that-
so I could support him. I just,
Yeah.
No, I felt bad when I saw the group chat and you're like, so who's coming? I was like, still in the film thread. I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
Let me get over
I was doing the John Travolta Pulp Fiction meme.
I
Confirmed.
was trying
Yeah.
to get everything restarted. Yeah,
What
I
is
felt
the
bad. I was
best
like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mo.
lesson you learned from
Here
your
we go.
What is the best lesson you learned from your parents?
Aw.
Oh, wow, that's a really interesting question. That's a really, really interesting question. I think there were. Yeah. I don't know why that question has moved me so much, but it has. My parents were of the generation that went through a lot of things. They went through the Depression. My mother lost her father in the First War. So she grew up without her father. Yeah, so they went through a lot of stuff. But they were very stoic people. And I'd had a year at university where I'd done bugger all. I was acting in plays and trying to find a girlfriend and things like that. So it came to exam time, and I realized I'd done almost no work. It got me very anxious. Anyway, I got home and Mum said, "How are you, darling?" And I said, "Oh, Mum, I think I'm having a breakdown, and I've got exams in a couple of weeks, and I don't know how I'm going to go." And she just looked at me and she said, "Well, you're just going to have to pull yourself together, aren't you?" And I think that was the best lesson I learned from her, is sometimes you just have to pull yourself together. It's a tough lesson, but it's a good one. But thanks for that question. That was a really
You're
interesting
welcome.
Oh,
That is
why,
a
dude?
lesson.
Dude,
That-
it's so good, man. Like, go ahead, Joe.
I was gonna say that's a lesson that a lot of the current generation of whatever the college age kids now have not learned that, because they're all falling apart. Everyone's got mental health issues and act like victims, and life is so hard. And it's like you've actually not gone through any adversity at all compared to previous generations. So that's a lesson that is very formative, and we should all be blessed to have that kind of lesson in life versus the, I don't even know what to call it, the era of participation awards where everyone is coddled and it's
Yeah.
celebrated for being neurodivergent and trauma and all this stuff that, we have nowadays.
And to speak for the other dads on the panel, I think we can all agree it is not easy to administer that advice, because there's some times where you just want to hug your child. There's other times you don't want to hug your child. But when they have stuff like that and you see them and they're just like, you're just like, oh man, I just want to give you a glass of milk and I want everything to be okay. But you have to be like, yeah. So Sam Neill's mom is what every good parent should do, is when they're down, you need to be like, look, you need to lift yourself up. Well, I'm not always going to be here. You need to do it yourself. And that sucks to tell your kid that, but you have to do it. And that's awesome, man. It makes me sad when we lose people like him in the world, because we need,
Yeah, but it's also like, I don't know, it just felt topical too, because it's like, we lose legends and people, and you life extracts a heavy toll sometimes, but you kind of just got to keep moving forward. And sometimes the best way to honor people's legacies is to keep doing it, keep moving. Like a lot of them wouldn't want you to sit and wait and stay in grief. It's like take a second to breathe and cry, but then you got to keep moving and you got to keep doing it. And yeah, man. And it's also just like beautiful, because like you said, Mo, like there's not a lot of interviews with him. He's a very stoic guy. He always kind of has been. And it's beautiful to get that sage advice from like these older actors and stuff who grew up, they were a product of the greatest generation, so yeah, man.
Well, and there's a realness to it because, like, with so many of these celebrities now, you see them and you're just like, you're full of shit. Like, you can just see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
And it's just so many of them are so unbearable. And that's the thing. Is like with this, and you see that, and you're like, this is a real person having a real moment, just being very genuine. And he didn't, where it's like so many of these like younger actors would be like, this is a chance for me to push some kind of political agenda in saying this. And like, and he's just like, no, like, I'm just going to tell a very real story. And I think it is refreshing because so many in the industry have just become like just these very fake, unbearable people.
Yeah.
And he seems very real.
Absolutely.
Some people can't answer a question and he gets moved by a question. That is
right.
Like, seriously, that's the meat there.
Well,
go
I
ahead.
love
Sorry, Mike.
I just love the story of like, I'm in university, I'm trying to find a girl, I'm playing, I'm having a good time, bro. I'm not paying attention to stuff. And I respect that because you can, once again, that's not a curated answer. Like, that's not sometimes life is just difficult for us all and you just have to figure out a way. And, he's just like, I was fucking around as a kid and my mom looked me in the eye and said, hey, sometimes you just gotta pull yourself together. And I love that, like, I don't know. It's just very precious. But yeah, man, he will be missed. Not a lot of actors, it's always sad when people lose their life, whether they've lived a long, full life or their lives were cut short, but it always sucks to lose people like that. And Sam Neill is definitely one of those actors that was like formative in my childhood and stuff. And so it's definitely sad to see him be gone.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll talk more about his contributions and everything next week when we cover like Jurassic Park. And I'm sure and the sad thing is one thing, once people pass away, all this stuff like you just shared, I didn't know anything about this. Yeah. And it only happens because somebody passes on. And it's just like, I wish we would know more about these better people when they're alive, because you want to, they deserve to be, I don't want to say put on a pedestal, but they deserve to have the spotlight for that too. Yeah. Not when they're alive, not when they've passed on. So,
but the fact that they don't have the spotlight on them is also what makes them so great, because they're not those like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Like, always having to have their opinion about everything, out there, which is unfortunately a lot of celebrities, and they're obnoxious,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we'll be covering the other end of the spectrum of that here in a little bit with the Odyssey. But first, we've gotten quite a few super chats here. Thank you guys very much, and thank you for the 300 plus that are here with us tonight. Thank you very much. Honestly, always love it when you guys are here engaging in the chat, and you so much are. Let's see here. We have Steel Like a History for 5. Mo can borrow my leg since he needs help being on time, and Mike, you can borrow my new Yaira leg. LOL.
I'm happy for your leg, but I've heard that you pee in those things, and no thank you.
Yeah. We've confirmed it to a point that's almost that is sickening. Confirming it once is sickening. More than once is
I'm just very proud that I thought to mention that story and get him to admit that he did it. It's a fascinating fact about the old the whole fake leg community, and props for leaning into old P leg of history.
Yeah, this is not he's
no
not
thanks.
Yeah.
No thank you. Keep your legs. Yeah.
Well, at least you know it's sterile, right?
I was about to say most pee. It's doesn't
necessary to drink my own urine. It's sterile. I like the taste. But is it necessary?
The one quote you can say for that movie. Oh,
yeah,
man,
I can say a lot of quotes from Dodgeball, but I don't want to because I'm ashamed that I know that many quotes from Dodgeball. So,
no, sir. Be proud.
Don't correct me. It sickens me. Yeah.
John Papa Sergio for 5. Hey, y'all. It's got to be Event Horizon, not Jurassic Park. Well, you got $5 towards Event Horizon, so.
I'm going to be honest. I do not think that some of the panel could handle that movie. So Event Horizon is rough.
Now remind me, there is a director's cut that is even worse, like even more.
So there is not an actual director's cut of Event
Okay.
Horizon. There's a lot of stuff left in the cutting room floor, but the movie itself was locked away basically in a vault, and the last surviving like director's copies of it are gone now. Like they were like rotted in like a vault somewhere, and like they are destroyed, like the originals. So yeah, there's no director's cut, unfortunately.
Dang. All right.
Yep.
Well,
But-
yeah, the first one blew my mind. I was expecting Alien, and it's like, oh, it's a ship that goes to hell and back, and everybody,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see here. We got Captain Penguin, member for 6 months. Goodbye, Sam. You will always be one of the greatest actors I saw when I was 8 years old when I saw the first Jurassic Park film.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. And we got Cajun Corey for 5. Oh, geez. Of course.
There we go.
We're stoic and we're reverential and stuff, and then this bald-headed moron comes in. All right, sorry, Cajun. But Cajun Corey for $5. What do you call it when a dinosaur crashes his car? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And you're banned.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a drug.
You're banned
Hey.
forever.
You got the right clip too. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Proud of Mo.
I'm
He
learning.
He
I'll get there.
prepared. Yeah, he prepped.
Yeah.
You can see the work he's putting it down. Yeah.
I'll try. I'll get there by 50. I promise. All right. War Machine for 5. Here we go. 48 Hours, 1982. That's a good buddy cop movie, but it's a bit less approachable than Lethal Weapon, which is why I love it. Thank you for the 5. We got Captain Penguin for 2. Chemo sucks. It takes much from your body. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Anybody that has to deal with that, whether it's your family or yourself, it's no fun, man. I've been through it. I think everybody's been touched by it. So yeah, thanks for the 2, man. We got Sevi in here. What's up?
Why'd you say
Hello?
it?
Hello, guys. How are
I
you
don't-
guys?
There we go.
I don't know.
Why'd you say it like, what's up? What's up?
What?
I code changed for the girls.
Mo was
Oh,
just kind of
I don't know.
struggling
Yeah.
a little bit. It was just the way you said it. I
He
I
always
get it.
struggles.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for being here, Sevi. I appreciate you showing up 45 minutes
You're
late. Anyways, we got John McKinley for 10. Have y'all done
Whoa.
Boondock Saints yet? We have. It was one of our early ones. One of
Heck
the first
yeah.
ones we did. Love that movie.
Yes.
Hale Blaine, Joe Miki, and Moe's normal sized head. Yeah, I wish. Thank
Normal size.
Normal.
Yeah.
you. No. Nope. But I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. We got John Papa Sergio for another 5. Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Blip, blip.
Blah, 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 blah. There's too many consonants there. Hold on. Hold one moment. Yeah.
Run it back.
Me. All right. John Papa Sergio for 5. Memoirs of an Invisible Man in the Mouth of Madness. Sam Neill is more than Jurassic Park. Get Jay in here. He needs a talking to. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. And right on
So,
cue. This is right. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna comment on the memories of an invisible man. You know, that was where I thought you were going with that one. It's good. You did a good job.
It's a
I just
modern
appreciate
reimagining.
Mo, Blaine's trying to be so nice to Mo, and he's like, "Oh no, it's okay, buddy. It's all right, man. No worries, bro. You know."
Hey, we're about to hate each other here in a few days. Yo, Blaine and I are about to go see probably the most contentious movie, probably one of the worst movies by Nolan, in one of the worst formats you could possibly watch it in.
In an IMAX dome.
Dome.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch a
Yeah.
3-hour movie in a dome.
Ooh.
So
I'm
yeah.
kind of like excited about it though. Like
I am
I'm just kind of like just spice it up. You know what I'm saying? Which is, what? Do we lose?
Yeah.
I swear I didn't kick her, but I might have willed it to happen. So
Yeah. But like I said on Film Thread, it's like I hope that this movie's fantastic because it's like 3 hours or more long. Like I for that amount of time, I hope I can at least make something of it, even if it's just making fun of it.
Yeah, no, you're going to be in takeoff position like the Apollo 11 crew. The
Right.
entire movie. I went to go see a movie in this theater. It is not pleasant.
Yeah.
It is
Are we
not
gonna be
fun.
like-
Does that hurt your neck?
Yes, because the dome isn't big enough for you to see all the action. I watched The Dark
Yeah.
Knight in this theater. I watched the Hong Kong scene where there's stuff to the left and the right happening in that entire scene, and you're like this. You're like trying to look around,
Right.
but you're in a steady seat. If I was in a moving seat, it'd be fine. But you're just like trying to catch everything. Depending on where you are in the theater, you're not going to see it all. So
you
It's
could
gonna be
say
absurd.
It's a inferior. I know it sounds like it's a cool experience, but is it technically an inferior way to watch a movie then?
to me, at this
Yeah.
theater, if it was a bigger dome, I think there's a bigger one in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. I'm trying to let Blaine know this is not going to
Yeah.
be. I'm like Lena Headey from 300. They're like, this will not be pleasant. You will not enjoy this. So-
Lena Headey. Why did you?
Is it Headley? I've heard people say
I think
Headey.
it's Headley.
I thought it was Headley.
It was
think.
weird that you chose her to imitate.
Well, it was
Well,
good.
it's a
It was a good quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
It's
quote.
quote.
Yeah, that's yeah. Anyways, right on cue. Mo Zamboni, Mo Problems. Whoa, for $1.
Woof.
Dude, that is one of my favorite accounts. Dude, there's just no. It's so out of pocket. Like there's just no reason for it.
It's-
I gotta say, I kind of translate well to the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
It's the
ethnicity.
Irish.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the Irish in there. Yeah.
I go from yeah. Anyways, hold on. Are we good? We'll see. This asshole shows up a half hour late and starts
Oh my God,
laughing
there
at
you
me,
go.
man. I'm telling you.
It's just
There you
once
go.
it starts, you could just see
It's-
Mo like can't stop. Like, oh, dude,
Finally.
lock it in. All right, Mo.
All right, lock it in. All right, here we
No
go.
more laughing. I'm not laughing.
All right. Double Hawk for 5. Mirror Mask 2005. Thank you very much. Then we have John Wayne for 10. Please put the obscure 1998 Sam Neill British comedy Sweet Revenge on the watch list. IMDb renamed it the Revengers comedy so as not to be confused with another movie by the same name. All right.
Huh.
Well, put it on there, turd. Thank you. The horror host, correct here. The horror host for 5. Lethal Weapon 2 is the best Lethal Weapon. I agree. For Curse of
Yep.
Frankenstein. Yep.
Oh, nice.
And then we got Matthew Hammond for 2. I Want Lethal Weapon 5, directed by Mel Gibson. Well, I don't think it's going to happen. The whole reason we did this movie is because, unfortunately, Danny Glover has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So,
Yeah.
besides the fact they're both old, that ain't going to happen. It would be nice if it did, but let's see here. We got Rip Badwolf for 5. My grandmother died on the 8th after a 2-year fight with cancer. I appreciate Mike J and everyone else for the prayers. Oh man,
Absolutely, man.
sorry for your grandmother, man. We got John Pop Sergio for 10. I'm a 2-time Hodgkin survivor. It's brutal. Oh man.
Whoa.
Damn.
Chemotherapy, radiation, and stem cell transplants. I'm still here, but now suffering from kidney issues from all the treatment. I feel for Sam. Rip.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you for still being here with us and supporting us,
Also,
man. That's
surviving
Yeah.
Totally.
that much. That's badass. Like, just
Right.
gonna let you know. If somebody hasn't told you already,
Right.
that's fucking badass. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. That's
Fuck
a
cancer, bro.
flex.
Yeah,
Like,
that
they
is
can't
That's a
take
massive
out.
flex.
Yeah. Cancer? Psst. Did it twice. Didn't
Yeah.
take. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for all the support, man. And then we have one more here. Thank you, War Machine. $5 for Daybreakers. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a wonderful B movie. Horrible special effects. Great campy acting. Wonderful actors. It's fantastic. But there we go. There's all the super chats. Thank you guys for all that support there. That's awesome. But we're going to go into somebody that we truly missed that was a wonderful actor to somebody who is fallen off his high horse quite spectacularly, whether or not the movie does well. Christopher Nolan says fan backlash to the Odyssey is irrelevant. And I know this came out a few days ago, but I want to talk about it. Claims fan they don't know what the film actually is yet. Right. So
Here's
I
the
think
problem, Christopher.
So we're
Nolan.
attacking the fans now? That's what we're doing? We're just attacking the fans?
Oh yeah.
Not only that stuff, but it's so stupid. We don't know. They don't know what the film actually is yet. How about this is one of like the oldest stories that we've all read in school. We all know it, so we do know what it's supposed to be. And you're taking a big, massive dump all over it. Literally one of the great literature pieces of all time. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, the biggest problem we have is that it's not what we already know it should be. Like that's why we're complaining, is because it's like, why are you changing this? This is pretty straightforward stuff, man. Like it's not difficult to adapt this story. Like just make it look good and follow the source material, you know, like
Right.
But he's obviously not doing that, and that's what's
Well, and this is Mr. Realism and accuracy. He kind of has a history of this, and saying this is the same guy that said that he didn't want to put orchestras in the movie because they didn't exist during the time.
Yeah.
But then proceeds to do all of the other things that we know that he has done in this movie.
It's like pick a lane, bro. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's been covered ad nauseum over the last few days. But he basically says he's made it for a modern audience. I don't know. I'm sure everybody's seen the clip where he literally says that term for modern audiences. He's talked about working with Elliot Page, and it's nice to have him back, which last I checked, he worked with Ellen Page. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. You know, and it's. Here's what he said when he was asked a question. He's like, "Oh, what do you think about the backlash?" He's like, "Oh, it comes with the territory." And then he takes a sip of tea, like a British, you know. Anyways, but look at these conversations that happen before people see the film. They're always irrelevant because no one's having them knows what the film actually is yet. But we know Lupita Nyong'o is Helena Troy and whoever the twin is. We know that Elliot Page is in this movie at all.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, go ahead.
5'1",
right,
trans man who was cast as a soldier is ridiculous. Like we've seen the pictures of Ellen, whatever you want to call him, Elliot, sure, standing even in front of the women of the movie, and he even looks effeminate and delicate next to the other women. So how are you going to film like? What movie magic did he do if he's like filming like a war scene or him standing next to actual men or biological men? Well, that's going to look ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing rumors. We'll see how true they are, but I'm hearing rumors that Elliot Page literally has like maybe 3 lines in the entire film, and is like barely in it. Same with Helen of Troy, that she's barely in the movie at all. This absolutely feels like it feels like Christopher Nolan playing safe with Hollywood, and it also almost feels like a bait and switch of like, see guys, look what you guys did. You guys freaked out over all this stuff for nothing. Even though you know, up until now we've been right about a lot of films that have come out and done terribly. Supergirl's a really most recent shining example of that, you know. So it's weird to me because it really does feel like Christopher Nolan is almost trying to troll like film goers and critics. I mean, they all did the whole thing about there was no like influencer screenings, but they just had influencer screenings like a couple days ago.
Right.
And they all did exactly what we said they were going to do, which is what Christopher Nolan didn't want to have happen, which is praise the film. They just were like, oh, it's amazing. It's one of the best movies ever made. And we're like, yeah, we knew that actually. I don't know. Something smells fishy about all of this kind of thing.
Right.
You know, and yeah, I saw the interview, that he did with, they're like, what's it like working with Elliot Page again or whatever? And it's like, well, I don't know. 'Cause like kind of a different person now.
You know, right. Like, well, and it feels like just like DEI pandering to if Elliot is barely in this movie. It's kind of like, then you're just like, this is Oscar bait BS. Like we've seen this before. Like you're being like, look who I cast, look what I did, make sure to include me when you give me all the awards. And it's like, it just comes across as very like disingenuous. And the thing is it's the whole thing. It just all reads like hypocrisy, even coming from someone like him, being that he is Mr. Realism, all this stuff, but then he's doing all of these inaccurate things while being in the process of talking about all of these accuracy choices that he made. It just, everything about the film feels like it's at war with itself. Which I was at a party this weekend, and there was a lot of people just like normies outside of this space, and this movie came up, and I was shocked that almost all of them knew about the bad buzz, and almost all of them said, I don't even think it looks good, it looks boring.
Wow.
And I'm like, not a good sign. And you're out here saying that all of these people in the discourse doesn't matter. And it's like, you might be, Nolan, you might be this dude with no failures, but that does not mean that that's going to continue.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and also I think it's 100% confirmed now that Elliot's playing a character who's not even in the Odyssey.
Oh,
Right.
That's
they're
weird.
not a created
that
character.
character's it's like the character's in like another work of fiction that's not the Odyssey, and it's like, so why even put Elliot in this movie? I don't understand. Same with like Travis Scott. That's another one that now he's talking about. They mentioned it and then they didn't really talk about it. Now he's talking about it. And he's like, yeah, it sounds like we're gonna be opening the film with Travis Scott. Like,
sounds like he might be narrating the whole movie,
dude.
Yeah.
Like-
So I'm like, what?
So he might be
What?
Black Homer.
Yeah.
What?
He might be Black Homer. He might be Homer.
Well, he's called the Bard,
Oh
I
my
think is what
God.
Christopher Nolan said. But we know how Christopher Nolan has a habit of like lying about his cast too.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's weird, dude. I'm like, what are we doing, man? Like, I just don't understand what the point was. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, like, the more and more we get into this, and the more they keep shooting themselves in the foot. And Lupita Nyong'o, I don't know how much the normies saw what she said, but she really, for what little she's done in interviews, she has done a lot of damage. Well, at least in our sphere, and everybody there in the chat who pays attention. She is woof, man. She has done a horrible job. Like, just being like indignant, talking about screen time to a man that's been dead for 3 millennia.
Right.
Just being from somebody that graduated from Yale with a master's in art, which is like, okay.
Yeah, if you graduated with a master's in art and you don't know what the Odyssey is, like, throw your degree in the trash. Yeah. Make sure to wipe
Right.
your ass with it before you throw it in the trash. Like, what?
Seriously.
What? I learned about that shit in middle school, dude. Like, yeah.
And it also
it's bad.
There is plenty of very strong female characters in the Odyssey throughout Odysseus's travels that he encounters. So that's like really a stupid take, because I think Homer does she's like shaking her finger at Homer. Like, first of all, like, did the disrespect,
Yeah.
Second, this was eons ago. It was a different time. It was a different culture. And 3, you don't even know the source material clearly, because he actually did, I feel, especially for the time that it was, honor, the ancient Greeks did have very strong female characters in their religion, and that is reflected in his characters that he showcased in the Odyssey.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering that Athena is instrumental in this story happening, like, yeah.
And then all of that is not to mention, like, by Zendaya playing the role of all people, who it's like, we're talking, like, the oversaturation in this movie is wild. Like, we've got 3 lead actors in this film that we are going to see in another brand new movie in 2 weeks.
Yes. And some of them
That's
you're going to see
insane.
again after that.
Again. Yeah, and then again in Doom. With almost all the same people again. Like, it's kind of absurd. And I'm just kind of baffled by it. I mean, I do hope that it ends up being better than we predict that it is, but at the same time, it's just like they just seem to keep digging themselves deeper and deeper, and it isn't just online like discourse anymore. It's not just the YouTube sphere, it's not just the X sphere. The real people are whipping this out. They're sniffing it out, and it's either way, there's no way it doesn't get buried when Spider-Man comes out in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
That's my point. Yeah, that was the point I've been trying to make. It's like, as good as you are, if it's not good enough to carry a second week, you're going against one of the most anticipated movies. I would say the most anticipated movie of the year.
Right. Well, Spider-Man's making probably $1 billion in the first week and a half.
Yeah, right.
I'm more wondering, are we going to hit $2 billion with this film?
Right.
because that's
Right.
the real question with Spider-Man. So we've already like forgotten all the discourse about anything else because we're like, dude, like Spider-Man's about to go gangbusters on everybody, you know.
Yep.
But you know, I don't know. You know, the thing is, the spectacle of it is the big thing. I am hearing that we've seen like none of the marketing has shown anything about this movie, and that, you know, from what I've heard, and like I'm sure some of you guys have read this too, the rumor is that it's very faithful to the source material, and that like it follows the book almost to a T, and there was nothing to be worried about in the first place. And the biggest criticism anybody had was like the dialogue, but that remains to be seen too, because like that could just be them glazing the film. I don't know.
Let me pose you a question, Mike. What is the source material?
Well, his source material is going to be Emily Wilson's translation, which is, you know, the big concern to me too. But even with that, I've heard that you can't even really tell. I don't know. You know, because the thing is, he's a Hollywood man. So this is the company man towing the company line for whatever reason he's towing the company line. And I don't know. I part of me has a concern that maybe what if he's just trying to troll the audience? What if this is him intentionally being, you know, I don't know, obtuse about things just to be like, see guys, you have nothing to worry about, you know, like you just don't have to listen to all the online discourse, and that become the marketing for this is like, don't listen to the people online because they don't know what they're talking about. Because I also wouldn't be surprised if that's what comes of this. I hope not, but I also wouldn't be surprised, because that's what Hollywood needs right now, is to discredit people. That's what it needs more than anything, is to discredit the people that have caused it the most harm, which are people online who are, you know, I think rightfully, you know, upset about this stuff. So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, and I see Odysseus run in the chat here. He said the dialogue was minimal. We have seen nothing. That's you're welcome to your opinion. And he says, you think Nolan took one version and went with that? We're just going off of. We're just supposing at this point. We only know
anything. He flat out admitted he used Emily Wilson's translation.
Right,
what are we talking about?
But my whole thing is like, we had to hear you're pining for daddy, and everybody's talking in an American accent, and people are wearing sweatshirts and freaking Patagonia sweatshirts. You know, it's just
he admitted that he was following the more modern stuff. That's been a huge critique of the film that people have seen, is that the modern dialogue is kind of off-putting. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, and I see him, and I'm glad that, like, I would love to see Odysseus run. I want to see your review and critic list, my man, because you obviously are well more learned about this, and I will concede to that if you've written a dozen versions. And
congratulations! You know who didn't read a dozen versions? Half of the people in this fucking movie. So what are you talking about? Maybe you should have been the one to write this film then, because that's the problem. The discourse is still, why are we noticing red flags about a movie that shouldn't have any red flags? That's the issue. Not that we're concerned. You know what? I had concerns about how he's going to handle mythology, but I feel like I'm in the minority on that one. Most people are concerned about all the other things going on with this film. There should not be red flags in an adaptation of a 3,000-year-old story. It's, you know what else this feels very akin to? The Moses film that, what was his name, did? You know, Blood and Kings. And it was awful. And we all had red flags. He's like, Moses isn't going to have a staff in this movie. We're like, what? Why? And all of these other things. And guess what? We were right. The translation of it and the adaptation of it was dog shit. And that's the concern. And I think that's a valid concern to have, that Christopher Nolan is just fucking around doing whatever he wants to do and thinks that he's infallible. And I think he should be held to task for that. Now, regardless of that, we don't know for sure. And I think that's the biggest question, is we can't confirm for sure that that's going to be the case. But why do we even have to have this dialogue in the first place? Why would Christopher Nolan even leave that up to chance?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe because he thinks like even bad publicity is good publicity. So if he has people talking about it in a negative light, then that means that you're talking about it versus just completely ignoring it.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's untouchable too. I think that's another big thing, is he's just kind of like, hey, it's nothing but hits over here. And he's, you know, Mr. like off grid. I don't have a freaking cell phone, all this stuff, right? So that's kind of this persona is he's leaning into. They don't know. I know what the people want, and if anybody can get away with it, I can.
So what happens?
Go ahead.
What happens when this is a trash movie? It gets destroyed. It's embarrassing. Does the legacy of Christopher Nolan being this incredible filmmaker just die and get tarnished?
I think he
Hopefully.
goes the way of what's his name, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg will always be a legend. George Lucas will always be a legend. These guys have done work that will always be considered legendary, and you can't take that away from them. And I think that will be his legacy. Will be, he did some really good movies back in the day, and he just kind of fell off as a director after a while.
Like Ridley Scott.
Makes sense.
always
Ridley
the one
Scott,
I throw out.
another great example. Yeah.
One of
When was
the
last
best
time that guy
directors,
bumped
yeah.
out a hit. So
Right. And he's been putting out freaking turd burgers for years now.
for years, dude.
it's
Oh my gosh,
it's after Gladiator
that
2, I
poor
was like,
bastard,
unforgivable.
dude. I'm like, stop making these films, bro. Just retire.
So
yeah,
I gotta before I show the next picture, which this is the one that makes me the most annoyed out of all the stuff. Not Elliot Page, even though that's annoying. Lupita Nyong'o, which is annoying. I gotta Odysseus. You're right. Hey, I the attitude is right. Like, sorry for being hopeful.
Right.
Sorry, not
Well,
sorry.
and a
Dude,
lot of people
and that's
think-
cool. I'm with you. I'm down. with
Dude, you can
Go
be
ahead.
as
Go ahead.
hopeful
Go
as
ahead.
you want. You can be as
sure.
hopeful as you want. You can be as hopeful as you want, but it doesn't change the fact, if something is gonna bomb or not. It's like
Well,
I got so
I don't think
many
this movie's
many
gonna bomb.
arguments with people
It's not gonna bomb.
about Supergirl. Or if it's gonna be bad, right? But because people just were saying if you are criticizing it, then you're against women or you're against movies that have strong female characters. It's like that's not even what we're talking about.
Well, no one's seen
Well,
it yet, so it'll
Right.
stand. Like whatever happens
Yeah.
is going to happen. It's coming up, so someone's
Right,
going to be
and-
right.
That's true.
And the thing
Let's
is,
just
with
wait. Let's just wait.
most of us, well, and all of us, especially on this panel, it's like we're not the type of people that are going to be disingenuous if we like it. Like if I like it, I'll freaking tell you. Everybody
Yeah.
knows. If I get roasted into oblivion, I'll still admit how I feel about it. So it's
Exactly.
like I mean, I don't shame anybody for having hope for it. It's just the red
No.
flags, and a lot of people take kind of how this conversation is going as we're wanting it to fail. We don't want it to fail. We are just seeing a lot of issues.
Right.
I would love to be wrong about this movie. I would be so happy to be wrong about this movie
Yeah.
because I love fantasy stories. I love the Odyssey as a story. I loved it as a kid. And I would love to be wrong about this and it be as amazing and honoring of the source material as it possibly could be. And hell, even if it's not exactly what I was hoping for, and I go, I didn't love everything about it, but I liked most of it. I'll even admit that. But the problem is I shouldn't even have to have that concern, at least in my opinion. And maybe that's an unfair expectation, but I'm just like, guys, it's not that difficult. It's like, just make the Odyssey, and give me like mythology and big monsters and a guy with a sword and fucking wearing a toga with his balls hanging out. Like, I just give me exactly what I was expecting from this film, and I'll be happy. It's not that difficult.
Yeah,
But,
and I'm glad you brought that up because this is what I was going to say. This is the one screenshot that
About
I'm
the
like,
balls.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
happy
I
I
mean-
brought up balls.
He's got a screenshot of balls. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Jay's
balls.
not here, so he's like,
Wow.
That is,
Right.
yeah, that is.
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Dude.
Woof.
Dude, it
Woof.
looks like they're modeling
Wow.
for like what, REI or like
Right.
Patagonia
Their
or
outfits
something.
are a little too cool. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Well, the worst part about it is like, look at that bald cap.
Let me tell you something,
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I don't know, man.
dude. That is.
I want to be
that's
wrong. I
awful.
actually legitimately want to be wrong about this film. And I'm okay, honestly. Like, that's the thing too. If the movie ends up being amazing and it's a complete banger, and like Hollywood wants to, jerk its ding dong and celebrate, we did it, we own the charts because we made a good movie. I'm like, oh man, yeah, you guys really got me. Oh man, keep making those good movies, and I'll just keep being over here, being sad or whatever about whatever you guys are doing. I would love that. Do your thing, pal. But like, I think I'm gonna have a lot of problems with this film, and that's frustrating to me because it shouldn't be that way. But yeah,
right on.
I
Yeah.
don't
So,
know.
what do we think?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. What do we think the
No.
projection? What do we think? What do we think this is going to pull? Like basically overall, you think it's gonna get past 600?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be like 7 to
Maybe like
8,
750,
between 7 and 8.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep
750.
hearing
But-
6, which is like break even or something for this. Or,
That's
I don't think it's going to be
6 is
6.
that's like the lowest number humanly possible for this movie. Yeah, like
Yeah.
worst case scenario. But it does only have 2 weekends, like before Spider-Man, and then
That's true.
get out of the way.
But I also, and I would love to be wrong. I really would love to be wrong about this too. I have a fear that they're going to try to pull like a Barbenheimer with this and be like, oh man, you love the Odyssey? Go see 2
Yeah.
epic movies. Go see Spider-Man and the Odyssey, because
With
Hollywood,
all the same characters, actors.
yeah, with all the same characters, because Hollywood really needs a win right now. We're not just looking at like Marvel and DC. We're looking at like an industry that is like in upheaval and desperately needs a win.
But that's
know,
a
yeah.
hell of a long day at the movies. Like
Oh,
3
God.
hours plus
and-
2.5 hours, or whatever the hell Spider-Man is. Like
Probably 2.5. That was the
Mhm.
other
That's
thing
too
I was
long.
going to say
Yeah.
that's going to kill this is the 3-hour runtime. Is that like
Yeah.
this to be a big win is going to have repeat viewings, and I can guarantee that Spider-Man will have repeat viewings before this does. And the thing is, unless this is like a movie that is going to keep everybody awake for its entire 3-hour runtime, you're not going to get a whole bunch of rewatches on this. You'll have people wait till it comes out on home release.
Yep.
Also, I do gotta listen. I got a little heated. Odysseus run. I'm sorry. All right. It's not you. It's Nolan. All right. And me. It's both. It's me and Nolan. We got beef, but you did nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being hopeful about these films. I mean, it would be great if I was wrong. I like good movies. I get sick of watching crappy movies at the theater. So
Yeah.
Maybe it will be something like he's doing it on purpose for it to be different and stand out, kind of like how Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and was basically a whatever you want to call that, a modern adaptation of it.
Yeah.
And that was part of the appeal, was how ridiculous it was, or how really like it was a different take on
Right.
it. Maybe wearing sweatshirts, and having trans men as soldiers and a black Helen of Troy. Maybe that's what he's trying to do to make it like, the little bit of an edge or something, but maybe the story is still good. Maybe there's going to be something there. So you never know.
and to be honest,
the-
Baz Luhrmann did kind of cook with his adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. So
Yeah, he did.
I
Yeah,
love that
that
movie.
was a good one.
yeah.
But
me too.
That sounds very off-brand for Nolan. That's not a very Nolan-esque thing to do. Is to be that kind of edgy.
But I would,
But
I
this
would
is
love
already
it if
off
we're
brand for
wrong.
him.
It is.
Right.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Off-brand for him.
And you could have done Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which we've gotten donations for here. That is
Masterpiece.
just either change it completely or just keep it real. And the problem is he's trying to
Right.
straddle. And I think that's where the problem is. So
We all know
That's
how
where
much
my
Mo
problem
hates
is.
straddling.
Yeah, he hates it.
Yeah.
Which, and I'll say, I did see it in the chat. I wanted
yeah,
to
says the
bring it
guy
up,
with
'cause I
one
saw
leg. Go ahead.
I saw
Whoa.
someone mention,
Makes it
are
harder
the
to
critics
straddle.
like hyper praising this? And that is actually my biggest worry right now, is that
Yeah.
people have seen it and everything is like over the moon, the best freaking movie ever made. Every freaking review has been that. And so I'm just like, this is what y'all said for freaking One Battle After Another too. So can't be
Yeah.
trusted.
Yeah.
Yep, it is bleak indeed, but hold the line like Odysseus run if you want to. That's perfectly fine. But
Also, speaking of the irony of bringing up Romeo and Juliet, when like John Leguizamo is one of the best parts of that movie, and is likely
Yeah.
to be one of the worst parts of this movie.
Yeah.
Irony.
I can't stand that guy.
He's so
Yeah.
insufferable.
He used to be great.
He is so good as Tybalt, though.
Yes,
Like
he is.
him,
Yeah.
and his terrible like line delivery because he's got the lisp or whatever. He's heinous Heinz. I'm like, yo, they just went for it, man. That's the past, But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yep. Well, all right. Well, let's get some more super chats here. And I saw you, Wasp. I just wanted to give you the hey.
What?
Be quiet,
I was
You just wanted to give her what?
All right. Somebody Dan Bass just announced a new project, so we're gonna get to that here.
Yeah.
during super chats. So,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna start talking about the movie of the day, Lethal Weapon, 1987. So first off, we have Wasp with a freaking 50. She
Let's
says
go.
she's with Odysseus Run. Hopeful tax. Let's
Hey.
freaking go. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. And of course, this is me right now.
God dies.
Yeah, I still haven't got it yet. He's got a lot of clips, and I don't know where it is. Thanks. And he rearranged them recently. Awesome. So we're just gonna do 2 roast ticos because I don't care. He moves it around on me. Here we go. I found it. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have
There we
got
go.
to have I don't know what to do with my hands clip for whenever Mo is doing this. Like it just,
Dude,
we
he
need
literally
one
has moved around his
so
clips again.
I'm
Like I
trying
knew where they were.
Dude, I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but then he was like, "Oh, I'll just play this twice because I don't care." Then he goes, he moves her clips around. He just keeps moving them around. I'm
Oh
like,
Yeah.
God.
You
And they
just-
have no labels.
You could
They
just
have no
play the
usable
clip
labels.
and move on, but you won't because you're locked in on finding the right clip now, and it's so funny because the
It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I'm a very organized person. This drives me nuts. So.
I don't
Thank
care,
you,
I'll just play
Wasp.
this. And then he's
Thank
like, he keeps moving these clips around. And it's cool to keep track of these things, you know.
Thank you for the 50, Wasp. And no thank you to the commentary from Mike. I appreciate it. All right. We got a few more super chats here. We got Dean H for 5. RIP Sam Neill and Bonnie Tyler. That's right. We lost her too.
Oh, we did.
Man.
Yeah.
Also $5 for Crimson Tide. There's a good sub movie. Very good sub movie. We have Donald J. Skywalker. Prior to the Odyssey, the earliest ticks went on sale for 55 days prior to release. Why do you think the Odyssey went on sale a year out? I mean, I'm just saying. That's a great point. Thank you for the 5. John Papa Sergio for 5. I hear they use special effects to make all the men in the movie smaller to make Elliot feel better.
Wild.
Yeah, they use that tech from Lord of the Rings,
That's
right? It's
hilarious.
the Hobbit
Yeah.
tech.
They need to make the women smaller too because they're all significantly taller. Than.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all forced perspective. The whole
I
film.
know.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
And this super
Yeah.
chat explains the problem with the
Just
movie.
ha-
I don't know if John's joking or not.
Yeah.
Right.
they can have Elliot just like walk around in stilts, right? That's what they're called,
Yeah.
stilts.
Maybe Elliot's
Please.
just the one fighting the Cyclops, so that it really
Ah,
that's the
okay,
size.
that makes sense
That's
now.
What's
Yeah,
going on?
I get it now. I get it now.
We
Yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cyclops is like, I'm
Yeah.
weird, but ew, gross.
It's just like a regular dude fighting a regular sized guy fighting. It's just Elliot Page.
It's wild, dude.
That's
It's
what it
hilarious.
is.
I love it. Oh,
Oh, my
somebody
goodness.
make an AI picture of that, please,
Yeah.
and then tag
All right.
us.
Please do. Any of the memers out there in the chat. We got the horror host for 5. I'm never getting my faithful adaptation of the Aeneid, am I, for the Curse of
Aeneid.
Frankenstein. Aeneid. Like, seriously,
Good
I can
job.
barely say normal words. You're going to throw some Greek words
Yeah,
at me.
no, I believe in
For
you.
Curse of
Western.
Frankenstein.
Western.
Really? All right. I've worked on that
Yeah.
word. All right. Because Mike has turned my family
Oh.
against me. Western.
No, no.
What? I didn't. What did I have?
Yes.
to do
You
with
should
your
say-
family?
You
No.
should say that he's asking your family to make you a better person.
No, I went up to
So,
my wife and she's
If
like,
anything,
Mike's
you
right.
should be
You say it
thanking
wrong.
Mike.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So why aren't you thanking me?
Because they thought
Yeah.
they didn't notice how retarded I was until you
Now I
said
have to
something.
listen to my wife. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never listen to her, and now I have to because she. You know, I'm like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
my bad, dude.
Gee, thanks. War Machine for 5. Hot Fuzz. Dude, Hot Fuzz. I cannot
I
wait
love
to cover this
Hot Fuzz.
movie.
Heck yeah.
I
Hot Fuzz
love
is
Hot
so
Fuzz.
good.
Yes.
So fun.
We got Young Stove for 2. It's just Oscar worthy modern slop, Nolan overrated. $2 well spent. And then I wanted to save the news for the end of the chat. Dan Vesk said Mike will direct my biopic.
I'll do it.
I know. I want to know who's playing Dan. Like,
Yeah.
who are we getting?
Well,
don't
is
know, I'll
it?
just
Are we
find-
thinking of Dan
I
the
mean-
It's a
before
secret.
or Dan with the new haircut and
after.
stash?
Right. Well, I mean,
no, it
we
has
were
to have
talking about
the long hair.
we were talking about John Leguizamo earlier. Like, maybe that's who should
Yeah.
play Dan. Like, really,
Or-
just to
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
spice
Yeah.
things
I'm
up.
probably just gonna cast Pedro Pascal.
No!
It's only fair.
He's gay. He's some kind of South American. You know, I'm sure he would love to have long, flowing locks.
Wait. If you're gonna cast Pedro Pascal, X-Wing gets mistaken for Pedro, so maybe we just take him. He's
True.
like on the cheap, right? Budget. We just have X-Wing
very
with
cheap.
hair out, and boom, we're done.
Or we could do both. We could
Oh.
have both of them in the film. Or I have Pedro Pascal
Yeah.
play X-Wing and play Dan.
Oh,
And
even
let
better.
X-Wing know that I cast
You know
someone
what?
else to play him in the film.
Yeah.
That actually sounds like a good move.
That sounds.
And because they
amazing.
also look similar, I'm just throwing this out. I'm throwing this out there. Maybe Pedro also plays Blaine.
Oh,
Whoa.
even better. He can do everybody.
I can see it.
Everybody
I can see it.
knows
Yeah.
that all guys with mustaches look the same. It's
Yep.
only fair that Pedro also plays me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I think you're onto something. I mean, this is like a real, meta film here we're talking about. Like, this is Oscar winner stuff.
Well,
But
we
then
already
I'll
got some money
cast-
towards. Yeah.
I'll
Go
cast
ahead.
all the other people. Like I'll cast Blaine and X-Wing and Dan in the biopic as other people, having to
Yeah.
interact with themselves in the movie. We'll go real.
Oh,
deep
that
with
would be
it.
hilarious. Yeah.
Well, Metal Slave is going real deep with the casting. So this is $5 towards your project. Then we'll play Dan.
Ben will play Dan.
No.
I
no.
don't want the movie to start losing money the moment it's announced.
That is like, is this biopic a tragedy instead?
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Dan is a friend of mine. I don't want to do that to him.
Maybe really
Yeah.
the long game here, the real play is to make a movie so bad that then they turn around and make another movie about the making of your very bad movie.
Oh my gosh, we're pulling the producers
I'm just
in a
saying.
room at the same time. That's actually
Yeah.
super meta.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of down for this now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I kind of want to see it.
We might be cooking with gas here. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Make a troll too. Make one of those.
We
Will you
summoned
have
Ben.
live
Now he's in the
monkeys?
chat.
Will you have live monkeys in this biopic?
Yeah, there's definitely there would be a whole scene where he fights like a whole
No,
like horde of
Ben
monkeys
isn't
off. Ew.
He's hired.
Never
He'll take that
mind. Sorry,
$5
guys, the
super chat.
movie's canceled. It's over. Good job.
Did not happen.
Yeah, we were doing all right for a second. Movie's canceled. It's over.
All right. Well, we had hope there for a little while. Like Odysseus run, we hoped, but
We hoped too hard.
Yeah.
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 got too close. Well,
Movie's canceled.
one thing we don't have to hope for is watching a good movie today. And I doubt anybody hated this movie. It is Lethal Weapon from 1987.
I don't know. Have you seen Jonah's review before you start saying that nobody hated it?
Oh no, did he review it? That's a good question.
No.
There's no way. There is no way.
He didn't give
Maybe
it.
he
There's
didn't
no way
review
he
it.
gave it a bad review.
Yeah,
There's no
kidding.
way.
He's like boobs in the first minute. I'm out.
Yep.
Terrible film.
Well, that's actually
It
probably
was like
true,
the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
It was immediate. Like, yeah, there was no
Yeah.
time at all.
I was,
I was going to
telling-
say, yeah, go ahead.
I was telling Blaine that I watched this. And he's like, "You've watched this before?" I said, "I watched this as a child." And like, I have
Okay.
Hispanic parents who don't pay attention to anything that I do. Like, I had
Yeah.
as like a kid, I had like the Eminem album and like Dr.
Yeah.
Dre and like Snoop Dogg. And my parents like didn't care that I said like rated R or like for adults only on stuff. Like, they're just like, let me do whatever.
Yeah.
But now I'm watching this as an adult. I'm like, when I'm giving my review, I'm like, this is not family friendly. Like, I'm like, you do what you want with your
Yeah.
kids, but there's boobs and Mel Gibson's butt and
Yep.
all kinds of violence.
Yep.
Like, I
Yeah.
have mixed
And the
feelings. Like,
language.
yeah.
Well,
Oof.
Did
so
you
I
catch
got
the
good
F?
news.
There's a
Yeah.
thing thrown in there. It was
Yeah.
a big word. Sorry.
Yep.
So the good news is that Jonas did not review it. So they will, I'm pretty sure they won't be a bad review then.
There we go.
Nice.
It's saved.
Yeah, we saved
All right.
it.
Movie saved.
We did it
Yeah.
all together.
Well,
My
as
guess is a lot of us watch this on television. Sorry, Mo. I never.
Yeah, like the TV version back in the day.
Yeah, I did. I watched
Yeah.
the TV version.
Most
It was
are
on
so
when,
nice.
some channel.
in fact,
Accommodating
I
with the
watched it
host.
in
Always.
Spanish.
Me too.
I did
Okay.
not watch it in Spanish.
Nope.
In fact, yeah.
I decided because just by happenstance I went thrifting and I found one of these. I watched it on my tube TV
Yo,
Of course
in
you did.
VHS. Bruh, it hits so hard because this is exactly how I would have watched it back in the day. I think I did rent it as a kid.
That's a collectible. You should go full screen and kind of show it off a little bit.
Yeah.
right.
All right. And by the
Yeah.
way, this is so old it doesn't have trailers on it. This is like 1980,
Yo.
like late night. Yeah, there's nothing. It just gets
Does
right
he have the
into the movie.
FBI
Figure out how to
screen?
blow himself up.
Yeah,
Does he
I
have
do know
the-
how to. I just didn't want to end the stream. on accident.
Whoa!
Is
Yeah,
that
boy.
your old copy, or did you?
No, I went
like-
thrifting and somebody's
yeah,
old
you
copy
did.
in perfect shape. Yep.
Perfect shape.
It's actually kind of beautiful.
You're lucky
Yeah,
my
like,
hands are full. I
twirl
would
it
kick
around.
your ass right now, Mike.
Twirl it around. No, twirl it around. I
Twirl
didn't
it
see the
around.
other side. Yeah, how do I know if it's in
Do it
perfect
with my
condition? There you go. You're
See,
good
look
now.
at the rollers. They're all
I
bright
actually
white. So-
miss tapes. Is that weird?
Oh, dude.
No,
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 it's not.
It's not weird at all.
Did you? I don't know if you guys follow Wicked Virtue on Instagram, but she posted a video
Yeah.
of her watching The Little Mermaid like on VHS, and it was like kind of mind blowing. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Like, dude, there's just something about
No,
it.
The warmth. There's a warmth of it. My
Mhm.
kids, I brought it up on here before. They watch VHS movies like almost every day, and that's like my daughter's comfort thing is to watch Mrs. Doubtfire on VHS. She
Dude,
watches it
yes.
almost every day, and there's anytime they're watching something, I just get locked in because I'm just like, oh man, this is great. Like there's nothing like it. I freaking love watching stuff on VHS, especially when if it's stuff like really from the time and from the earlier, like before those latter years of the VHS years.
Mhm.
But like, cause they have like the Matrix and stuff on VHS too, and it's cool, but it's still not quite the same as some of these older ones.
No.
Yeah, like this one hit with all the saxophone and the way that they filmed the movie. Like it was pan and scan, which is like, wow, it was really weird to watch a movie in pan and scan again. But where the 4:3 ratio. The only real scene that got cut off was the birthday scene. But yeah, it was awesome. You hear the whining of the VHS turning, and like I don't hear the whining of the TV anymore. So I never know if it's on. So I
Right.
usually leave it on for days at a time because I'm old. But
I was gonna say, that's
as
an
I-
old person thing.
I don't hear it
Yeah, it
anymore.
is.
It makes me so sad. But no, this was a great movie. And since I showed it, I watched it in the past, we're going to watch, as has been a recent tradition here on this channel, we're going to watch the modern trailer for Lethal Weapon with sound on.
That's some serious shit you carry. 9mm Beretta. What you got in there?
Can you pause for a second? I will say the scene when Nell's shooting drives me a little bit crazy though, because he clearly is like, you could see that he's not an experienced shooter because of his eyes, or like he's
Yeah. Yeah.
like, which I think is comical. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, there's so many bad gun things in this movie. It's unbelievable. Like, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a moment where Mel is rolling and shooting, and as he's rolling on the ground, he's like just taking dudes out like upside down and rolling around. It's like, whoa, my man is a hell of a shot. It's pretty great.
Oh, dude, yeah. But the one thing that pissed me off in this movie so much was what it was. Old man Murtaugh, Sergeant Murtaugh was like, "Yeah, man, you shoot him in the leg," and he's like, "No, you don't shoot. You don't shoot people in the leg ever." Like if
Center
he said that
mass.
to his, huh?
Yeah. He even says it early in the movie. Center mass. Like that's, yeah. He was like, shoot him in the leg, but then he talks about center mass when they're at the shooting range. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah. Let me pop somebody in one of their appendages so it goes right through them and then takes out, a birthday party right across the street. Like, good job. Good job. There's a reason you aim for the middle. All right.
Yeah.
You did. Jeez. I literally just groaned when I saw that. See, I forgot about it. But anyways, continuing.
6-shooter, huh? A lot of old timers carry those.
You're breaking in a new partner in on this. Real burnout on the ragged edge. Meet your new partner.
I think he's on the edge. I think Riggs has a death wish. That's what it is.
Dude. I remember when we thought that Mel Gibson was acting. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When we had the crazy eyes. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like this from the studio behind Cobra.
Cobra. I saw that. I was like, for real, that's what you're touting here? We're touting Cobra.
They're having fun. But like legitimately, yes, Metal Slave, I agree. You want to talk about mullets, sir?
Oh, dude.
Blaine has a long way to go before he wants to get to the top.
Listen, all right. I too could get a perm and look like Mel Gibson in this movie. His hair is something else.
You should do that, please.
Listen,
please.
For the I'm not
Halloween?
beyond. I'm just saying, I'm not beyond it.
Yeah.
For the
Halloween,
right, if I get,
yeah,
I could do it,
dude.
Honestly, that'd be pretty sick.
It would be kind of sick, actually. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll just stop cutting it from here until Halloween, and then I get a perm, and we
And
go
then start
full Mel
using like an
Gibson mullet.
Australian accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's wild, dude. I'm all
All
for
right.
it.
Listen.
We got something here.
I think he's on the edge. I think Riggs has a death wish. That's what it is.
All right.
Oh,
the
the
stream's still up
eyes.
after
Love
this.
the eyes.
Yeah.
So you're saying I should worry?
Yeah, I think you should worry.
Spare me, son. It's over. There's no more heroes left in the world.
Yeah, that song's definitely.
Yeah. We're just
gonna
gonna-
get
But
in
also-
trouble. Good job, Noah.
What a perfect choice! Like, that's a sick song for this trailer.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a great.
Jay's gonna be.
You
so
ever met anybody you didn't kill?
Yeah, he totally doesn't get copyrights on his streams.
killed you yet.
Never.
Never. Not
Never,
once.
ever.
Not a once. My bad. Sir.
Never happened.
Shoot to kill. We're gonna get bloody on this one.
This song is real cool.
This is really cool, but I'm pretty sure I got hit already. Dude, the practical effects of this movie are so good. I mean, not that there's
Hell yeah.
anything else, but they're awesome.
Fucking kill them both of you! I suppose we have to register you as a lethal weapon.
There's so much good action in this movie. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
honestly just I wish they still
Yeah.
made movies like this.
This
I know.
movie
That was
amazing.
exactly what I said in my review. It's like they just don't make them like this. I would, and that's the thing too, is like it's just it's such a vibe, and I would really oh god, I'm having a brain fart. Is who wrote this? Shane Black. Like
Shane Black, yeah.
I would love to see Shane Black make a comeback and just put out another movie like this, because he's another one that's kind of fallen off. But it's like this dude, you can clock one of his movies from a freaking mile away. Like whether
Yes.
he wrote it or directed it, so you're like, that's a Shane Black movie right there.
Yep.
Even just the Christmas component of it being thrown in there. He always puts Christmas in his movies. Like, but
Yeah.
watching this, I'm just like, all right, I got to go and watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang now. Like, it's just, I love his movies, and they have such a vibe to them. And there aren't many people in the industry that write in the way that he does, and that feels as gritty and just feels as good as these movies do.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
and
one.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, no.
We're on the same wavelength, kind of. No, but I love the levity that he puts into his movies, because even when things are like, you can feel the stakes, it doesn't feel contrived or anything, but they always cut the levity with like there's a joke at the end of the movie where he goes, "You like, what did the two shepherds say to each other? Let's get the fuck out of here." You know, like he did, and it was kind of ADR, and there's some bad ADR in this, like really bad ADR. in
Oh
this
yeah,
movie,
there is
but-
some really bad ADR in this movie.
really bad, but man, he just does such a great job of like kind of balancing those, like making it fun but keeping you interested in the stakes, and you really think that like everything's going to fall apart, people are going to die. Like there's that you might not win, even though you have a good idea that they might. Yeah, like he did in Predator. Like he does a great job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the other things that I really like and that he does in a lot of his films too, we don't even see the bad guys until like almost halfway through the film. The whole beginning of this is just establishing our two leads and who they are as people and who they are. Like, I don't know why, but I do know why, but I just love how charming the beginning of this film is. Like with Danny Glover just being like a family man and stuff. Like it just completely sells that portion of the film. You go like immediately, I'm invested in this guy's life. I'm invested in his family. I hope he does well, that kind of thing. You know, the establishing like the iconic line, you know, I'm getting too old for this shit. Like obviously he's past his prime, you know, he's you know, like stuff like that, you know, he's lived a life. So all of that inferred in this film from off rip is like, cool. We know already who these characters are. And then even like Mel Gibson, you know, just right off the rip, you know, okay, this guy doesn't care. He's obviously struggling. And like that one scene, the Minecraft scene, dude, where he's like, dude, and he has the safety on. I remember watching that for the first time. And when that gun clicks, I was like, yo, dude, this is, first of all, it's phenomenal acting, but it just sets up some like such stakes that when he finally kind of like locks in with Danny Glover, you're just so happy he found something to like keep him going, you know? Yeah.
I know.
They're just so good in this. They're both so good in this. They're so great together.
Yeah.
They work
Like
really well with each other too. They have really good chemistry.
Their chemistry is off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When dude,
really
the scene too where he's just like when he grabs a gun or whatever and stuff, and then pulls the trigger, and Danny Glover like stops it with his hand. He's like, "You all crazy!" Like I was like, "Dude, I love this so much." There ain't no pension. You all crazy. I was like, "Dude, I just love this movie."
Yeah. Then Mel Gibson goes, "I'm gonna leave. I'm hungry."
Hungry. Yeah.
I will say Glover at his seat where the whole family is in the room where this man's in the bathtub.
Dude.
And I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like you just,
There was not enough bubbles.
There was not enough bubbles. I'm like, and everybody knows when a dude's in a tub, that thing floats to the top. Like everybody's going to clock that thing, brother. Like, what are we doing?
I always thought it was funny because I remember seeing that scene as a kid too. And I'm like, I wouldn't want a bunch of people in my bathroom with me and stuff like that. And I still don't feel any differently. But what's weird about it is like it's like weirdly charming that they're so close as a family. They don't even care that their dad's naked in the bathtub. They're just like, "Happy birthday, Dad. We love you." You know, and you're like, yeah, but like it's just dangling, dude. Like, you know, yeah. But I also love in that scene, she goes like, "Your beard's got gray. You're old." And he's just like, yeah, he's just lays there, like,
little nuances. Mike, you're 100% right. The nuances that they build with the family, like as a character, like his wife's sucking as a cook, like, and the little jabs that he makes, like, but it's like you could tell there's still so much love, like, you really feel that family bond.
Yeah, and even the connection that he gets with Mel Gibson too, where he's just like, "Hey man, you really let my wife's cooking?" And there's just this like really long beat. Like he could have been like no and like walked off, but there's just this very long beat, and then he just looks at him and goes like, "No," and you're like, "That's pretty great, actually." You know, like that's obviously building something between these two that he's like, you know, even being honest with him at this point. Yeah, you're 100% right too, Joe. Like the nuance and the subtlety and like the writing is just insane. They just don't do stuff like that anymore. Yeah, I love this movie.
Yeah, and what do we think of Gary Busey pre Gary Busey?
You mean Gary Busey being Gary Busey?
Gary Busey, yeah, like actually
being a normal, regular person. That's why I was confused. I was like, "Is that Gary Busey? Like, are we sure?"
Same. I was not expecting that when I was like Gary Busey in this, and then he acts like a completely normal actor,
right?
Not crazy. Like,
well,
then I read that he had brain damage. No, I'm just saying I didn't know he had brain damage. Blaine was telling me. What was telling me? Sorry. Guys with mustaches, y'all look the same. What?
Why do I look like everybody on Earth? Jeez. Thank you, Ryan Kennel. If you're out there, you probably don't care that exists, but I don't care. Thank you for telling everybody I look like everybody else. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
I didn't realize that that was his original thought. I
was
thought
gonna
we
say,
all
yeah,
just
it took
thought it.
Ryan to make us come to that conclusion. Okay.
I think we all thought of it
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Mo. Yeah.
No, continue.
generic,
Continue.
looking
Gary
like every
Busey,
character
normal
that's
guy.
ever been created in a movie.
His drinker, beardo.
Yeah.
You just called everyone.
Yeah, Mo just looks like whoever Mo needs to
Mo
look
just
like
looks like whoever.
Yeah.
I'm a face in the crowd. You'll never know I'm there.
That is
Or we always know you're there.
no. That is a special skill. Being the gray man, people try to be a gray man. You would just do it naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds
Bravo,
terrifying.
you are
Don't do it,
just
Mo.
naturally unmemorable.
Cool. Can we get back to talking about the movie? That would make me
You're
very
talking
happy
about
right
the
now.
movie. I'm just kidding.
Why?
Mo's memorable. I remembered Mo.
It's true. It's true. Don't worry about it. It's
I was
okay.
I'm like, where's the most generic person here? I'm like, there he is. It's Mo. Okay.
Yeah.
Saved my life too. That's why I felt so safe with you, Mo. I was like, this guy, there's no way this guy would try to do anything to hurt me.
No, I'm like the guy in I'm the reused NPC model. It's okay. It's okay.
Reuse
guy is-
NPC model.
Yeah, the trustable one. So
This guy is completely and utterly unthreatening in every way, shape, and form. I feel safe.
I am a reused asset of a human being. Thank you.
Wow.
But you're the best reused parts, you know?
Yeah. Good job, Mo.
Best.
I'm so proud
There
of
we
you.
go. Turd Ferguson, thank you. I am Darkman. I can live with that. That's fine. I love that movie. But so any other thoughts about the movie? Because
It's amazing.
I just think if Mo's a superhero, he doesn't have any powers. He's just so generic that he can get into anywhere at any time. Like he just
Nobody
doesn't.
will remember him.
He just puts on like a hard hat and a vest, and he can just walk into any construction site. They immediately believe him, no
Right.
matter what he tells them.
The ideal hitman. Like you are
Yeah.
the real hitman, Mo.
Yeah,
Be anywhere, anytime, any place. No one's going to question it.
but like who do
Unless
we
you're
have
in a
on?
crowd of. He can't go to Asia though, because he's going to be like 2 feet taller than everyone there.
Yeah,
But
that's the
Yeah, other
one
than that-
noticeable feature. Yeah. He's just they're like, yeah, who's on camera? I was like, well, it can't be that guy. He's obviously just a regular civilian, you know? I respect that.
Checks out.
Yep. I'm like here, like see, am I on camera? Or am I? Am I on?
I don't think so.
Am I on or off?
I see no difference.
I don't
Both
see you.
pictures are the same.
Fair enough.
Are you sure you're on camera?
Probably equal.
So, any other thoughts about the movie? Do we have it? We love Gary Busey. I loved him as Mr. Joshua.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we all kind of would be badass if we could get a lighter under our skin and hold it
Right.
there.
His intro is so fantastic. Yeah.
yeah, it's so good.
Mr. Joshua. Yeah. And he's just, and you get like, it's funny because you can see that his arm isn't actually above the lighter. It doesn't matter because, like, you know what they're trying to do. The guy's like, man, oh, stop, come on. And you're like, bro, it's kind of not that big of a deal, but like, it's.
Can we give some flowers to that guy? He was awesome. For the little he was on screen, he sold the entire organization. Like, I do not. These guys are scary. They're in it to win it, and they're weird. And that guy, whoever that actor is, you freaking rule because you made the most of whatever, like 3 minutes on screen. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's the great part about these movies is they care about those little actors too because they lift up the rest of the story. If you have somebody that just stinks, like the remake of Resident Evil 4, the voice actor just takes a lot of people out of the game.
Yeah.
You know, when you have somebody that just like lets the whole thing fall down, you know, you need all your linchpins, and they just they just had them all in this movie. The Christmas tree cocaine crew was awesome.
Yeah. Where he freaking Three Stooges them all, and he's like, like,
Yeah.
absurd. But also like a great introduction where like everybody on screen with Mel was great, and he was also cranked up to 100, and it was just it's just an awesome opening scene for him.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the action fight scenes, like the what is it called, the choreography.
Yeah.
Like that final fight with Mr. Joseph was or Joshua, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I was like sitting there going, this is more freaking exciting than the UFC matches that we just saw last weekend. Like he choked him out, man. Like it was which is great.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Mel has any martial arts background, but he was very convincing.
Yeah, I don't know if he does either, but it's just the way he sells it too. Like, you know, it's also funny because back then we watched Roadhouse. That's like the unique thing is like the guy that knows martial arts. That's like just a regular white dude. Like nowadays, like in every movie, like you know anybody could know martial arts and stuff because it's kind of almost mainstream now. But in that movie, it's like unique for him. You know, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, you had to look for dojos. They're in strip malls now. Like,
Yes,
that's kind of where we. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
But no, the whole thing was great. Who was the main guy, the old dude? Because I've seen him in other movies. I could
Danny
not.
Glover?
No, the white guy,
the white
the
guy.
the head back. Yeah, talking about all looking the same. Sorry, I apologize.
You're right.
I thought it was
General
Lawrence Fishburne.
McAllister.
So, who else? What else was he in? I cannot remember.
He does.
He's been
have
in a lot of
face.
stuff.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
was famous.
Let me look it up. Hold on, Mo. You would know because you probably were around when he was making movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did go to high school with him. He was pretty talented. I agree.
Yeah, I always thought he was going to make it.
He had that moxie, as we said.
Mitch Ryan. Let me see here.
Mitch Ryan. Was it? He was a dad on Dharma and Greg, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
and I'm going way back.
before.
But he was in other movies and stuff, and he was pretty good.
He's been a lot.
Yep,
of stuff.
Dharma and Greg.
Halloween. He was in
He was-
Halloween.
He was in Hot Shots Part 2. That's how I know him. Is from Hot Shots. That now I remember.
But he was good. He was
Oh.
even as an old white dude. He was, which is kind of weird because if
Yeah.
you're moving the, the not a hero but a heroine into the to the country, you like they're just a bunch of white people, which I was like, that's funny. But I thought they sold it. I thought he was great, and I thought the way he went out was glorious. All of the enemy deaths in this movie were freaking awesome.
Yes.
My favorite being, well, I don't want to refer to him as Mel did in the movie, but the one evil Asian guy that was in every single movie on every crew. What was his name?
Who's the Chin? Is that what you didn't want to say?
No, he said, "Who's the with the C?" Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, this guy was also Riker's dad in Next Generation, and now I can't unsee that. I forgot.
That's
about it.
right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
was
I'm
like,
like
okay.
so familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint
He's
it.
just been in like a ton of stuff that you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would know him from this thing or that thing. Yeah. So, anyways.
Endo. His name was Endo.
Endo, yeah. I just remember watching the movie for the first time. This first movie I ever saw him in, then Die Hard, and he's like about ready to hit him up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude," and I'm like, "What? Like, you don't look like you sound like that." I thought that was funny, but yeah, no, great movie, man, great movie. But before we get into what you thought, let's hit some super chats. Let's see here. We have Metal Slave referring to the Dan movie starring Ben. Blaine will give it 100% rating.
Wow.
Hey, I'm just saying it sounds like an award contender if I've ever
Blaine's
heard
here for a
one.
good time. Yeah.
That's
Not
right.
a long time. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah, right.
I say we make it happen. Thank you for the 5 there, Metal Slave. We got the horror host for 5. Oh, geez. I knew this question was going to come up. Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie for Curse of Frankenstein?
I mean, it's about as much of a Christmas movie as Die Hard is.
Oh.
There's almost as much
That is
Christmas
Wow.
That is incorrect.
No.
as Die
That is
Hard.
incorrect.
Was not central to the movie. It was
It
incidental.
is not central to the movie. They barely reference it at all, and the plot
It's
can
just-
happen regardless of what day it is.
It's just Christmas movie or music like regularly throughout, but that does not make it a Christmas movie.
Lethal Weapon is not a
Correct.
Christmas movie. Die Hard is.
Die
So,
Hard is because it directly is caused by Christmas existing.
mhm.
It's
Yep.
baked into the DNA of the film.
John McClane would not have flown out had it not been Christmas. So we can go down this road again, but we're right. It was a Christmas
Wow.
movie. No, Lethal Weapon. Well, you keep forgetting until they start messing with the lights or a Christmas tree shows up. You're like, oh, So,
Right.
Thank you for the 5 there. Then we have Red Hood of LA. Saying John Leguizamo is a good actor is like saying a retarded kid can draw. Wow. Well, there you go.
Huh? Damn.
Yeah.
Hate to
Big
see
goals,
it.
huh? Death of Marco for 10 pounds for Loaded Weapon 1. Hey, Meek, that's a nice man bun you got there. Dan Vask might have a song for that.
I typically don't worry about what people think about my hair, so thank you.
Thank you for the 10 pounds. And yes, Loaded Weapon 1 is a great movie.
Loaded Weapon 1, yeah, with Emilio Estevez.
Yes.
I have never seen that.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson and Emilio Estevez. It's not a good parody, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Like it is funny for what it is. It's like, I don't know. It's just in the vein of those movies. You're like, oh, like we're just doing parodies of it, whatever now.
Right.
You know? Yeah. But
One of those.
Yeah. It's not Hot Shots. Like Hot Shots is phenomenal, but
No, dude. Yeah.
All right. We got Jose Taco for 2. My VHS are old and are starting to rip. Lifespan of 20 years. Well, it's like anything else. When you got tape, as long as you keep it in a cool, dry place, it'll last forever. I've got stuff that's like 40, 50 years old. Yeah, I know you're shocked, but yeah.
Not really shocked, Mo. Thanks.
Awesome. I appreciate it. You guys are nice. Thanks for the support. War Machine for 10. The Thin Man, 1934. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an elderly person, all right? I'm looking forward to my AARP discounts. So.
Wow.
You got to have something to look forward to.
I appreciate that really is an old people reference, and that only Mo came up with that one. Like, that's my favorite part about that.
Yeah.
There's like a million other things you could have made a joke about, but I'm sorry. That's crazy word, dude.
Thanks for the 10, War Machine. I hate this place. John Pop Sergio for 5. Have you guys ever seen the Lethal Weapon TV series? It was okay for what it was. It wasn't terrible.
Wow. I have not.
I wanted to watch it, and then I think they fired the main actor that was going to play Murtaugh. Because of, I don't. No, or not Murtaugh. Sorry, Riggs.
Riggs.
They fired the guy that was going to play Riggs because of, I don't know, some kind of controversy or something. Go ahead, Blaine.
No, I was gonna say it switched. It was Sean William Scott, and then he was the latter one, I think, and then there was the Clayne Crawford guy or whatever was the original person they cast, I think.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to him though, but I do remember that happened.
He got canceled, basically, is what if I remember correctly. But he was actually playing Riggs, and then they kill him off and bring in a whole different character. And I'm like, what?
That's right. I forgot about that. I actually liked the early episodes. I thought they were halfway decent. Like I thought it did a good job of making it modern, but not modern. Like bringing in modern times.
Shane Black was. I think he wrote for that too. I'm pretty sure.
Did. Yes, he did. He created the show, and so yeah, he reports of bad behavior and incidents of hostility between cast and crew. So they fired him from the show, and then they killed off Riggs and replaced him with a brand new character. Which I'm like, yeah. And then Wayne's left the show at the end of I think the final seasons or season 3. He was like, I'm out. So
yeah, so Riggs was acting like Riggs, and you fired him. That's right. Where we're at in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the 5 there. We got the horror host for 5. There's only major arteries in the leg. Perfectly safe to shoot to wound. For Curse of Frankenstein. Yeah. Yep. Jose Taco for 2. Danny Glover at 41 says, I'm too old for this shit.
For real.
Yeah. He's supposed to be 50, but he sells it. So.
Yeah.
So. Thank you for the 2. John Pop Sergio for 5 for National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1 to contrast with Lethal Weapon. Thank you. Well, it's rising up the list.
It's a good one.
Nice.
Ooh. Helen of Detroit.
Yo.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That Avatar.
Whoa. For $1. I saw the dress. I didn't see the rest of it. All right. All right. Thank you for the $1. 73 transmit for a 10. One of the best scenes is Riggs and the general going back and forth in the desert. I ran into some of those Shadow Company pussies in Saigon. Yeah. That was pretty good. Like they kept building characters. Like they were so fleshed out by the end of the movie. It was awesome. So no, that was a good catch. Yep. That was good ADR. The one where he's humming while the freaking the target's moving back and forth and you don't see anything happening with his face, dude, there's some bad ADR in this movie.
Oh, there was a few, even like when the daughter was coming down the stairs in like the New Year's Eve dress or whatever, even that was ADR. And I'm like, why did we ADR this? Like, what did she say? It like did not line up. It did not work. I was like, woof.
Yeah, they should have left some of those silent. Like they should have left it silent while he was moving the target back and forth, but that's Hollywood for you. Notes. Yeah. But okay, we got one more here from Stephen Brown. Please play the schoolyard scene on YouTube.
What?
Schoolyard scene.
The what? What's that?
Please clarify, sir.
Mo?
What? Huh? No, Stephen. Yeah, Stephen. Let me know what you're talking about, and we'll see. But
there wasn't a schoolyard scene in this movie,
right?
Oh, director's cut. I've never seen the director's cut.
I was going to say, is it director's cut? I saw people saying something about the director's cut, but I have not seen the director's cut.
Oh, it's a cut scene.
It's a deleted scene from the movie.
I think I've tempted fate quite a bit with the modern trailer, but let me see. All right, scene. I'll definitely check it out, though. Yeah, we'll definitely check it out, though, man. I have not seen it. I need to watch the director's cut. I've never seen it, so not for one, anyways. But thank you guys for all the support there. And now we are going to see what you guys thought. And Criticless. Let me refresh here since a lot of you guys probably got your reviews in here over the last hour. So without further ado, let's check Criticless. And if you're not signed up for Criticless, what are you doing? Get on Criticless. It's fun. It's easy. Yeah. They use simple mathematics to do reviews instead of doing this rigmarole on other sites.
Right.
Just get to it, and follow the people that you like or disdain. It doesn't matter. Get friends with benefits. Yeah.
Right.
Or follow Mike, I guess.
If you want to be friends with benefits with me, that's cool.
Only have 200 followers. What are you guys doing? Follow me.
Yeah,
I have over 1,000, so you should just keep that train rolling.
Yeah, come on. Give me some pity follows, all right? Look how they treat me. So.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm begging.
Yikes.
I'm going DSP mode. Come on, guys. Give me a follow right now.
A sandwich, bro. Yeah. Like, dang.
Oh my God.
If you don't like the content, guys, we can just stop.
We're not doing this for free here. All right, you guys
keep
can just
get reviews if you guys aren't going to like them. Jeez.
How's this guy supposed to run his site? Okay.
Dude, that account with you looking like DSP is freaking hilarious.
Like,
every time I see it, what is it, MoSP or something?
MoSP, yeah.
Bro,
how do you think I feel?
It's so funny.
How do you think I feel?
So good.
But we know how the crowd feels about Lethal Weapon. Overall audience rating was 77 votes, 93%. And you stated multiple times, Blaine, how rare is that?
It's hard. It is really hard to get a score that high with that many people. Like this is very clearly unanimously loved. And this is one of those that people also like early on when they get on the platform, they're just like, oh, time to drop a review for Lethal Weapon. Like there are certain movies like that. This is definitely one of those.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Well, I have friends with good taste, apparently, because 98% from them. But 93 overall with 77 votes. So that's telling you how great this movie is. So let's get into it. I give it a review for 95%. It's like one of the quintessential 80s movies. You can't work around it. It has to be watched. So one of my favorites, 95%. 2 is probably be 100%. Jose Taco gives it a 91. Thumbs up. Thank you for that. We have Gator Tico, movie that first brought together the wonderfulness of Gibson and Glover. The way they played off each other and complemented each other, with Gibson with the energy and Glover with the grounding, helped give them purpose. Such a fun origin story with good action and awesome. Thank you for the review there. We got 91. We got Mandavisla. Gives it a 92. Original jazz blues guitar riff buddy cop action movie that defined a generation. Thank you very much.
I love that we're constantly seeing new people too, by the way. Just like dropping reviews for these for the show. It's awesome. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Still writing right now. This review contains no additional content. All right, I'll give you.
Let it slide. It's a rad.
Yeah, I disagree with that, but I like the name, so you saved yourself.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, somebody just created a list that I found in Criticless, and it's movies that Blaine hates. It's just a list of movies that I hate.
Oh my
God,
that's
most of the movies are over 50%. I'm like, it's like Blaine hates this movie. I'm like, it's over a 50.
There are some
Guys.
questionable reviews that you have put out there, yes, but that's
Listen.
that's one of my favorite parts is groups and lists in here.
Mm-hmm.
Turd Ferguson, the man, by the way,
There's
keeps
one that
track
I
of.
really specifically like, but I'm not going to mention it in this.
Is it a certain island or
Wow, it's
Manly?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
related to
They're
that. Yes.
Manly films.
Yeah,
so-
yes. That's a good one.
It was because it happened so fast, and I was like, "That's
It did.
wild work, dude."
Had
They
the banner,
just-
the graphics, and everything.
dude.
Oh, it's
Everything's
so
ready
great.
to go, bro.
And I deeply commend Beardo for even leaning into that group. He's like, everybody go join that group. I'm like,
Go join the
"Alright,
group
man,
now.
let's
Yeah, he's like, "Let's get it going." Yeah,
go."
dude.
Wasn't it up before the end of the show on Tuesday nights?
Oh,
Minute?
yeah.
It was up so fast, dude.
It was so fast. And it's shockingly active.
Yeah. Oh no.
I am hitting like on the reviews. I just had to head to dislike because it can't be a U fan, and him and I have a history together. So, thank you for the review. Great film that I've probably seen over 1,000
history?
times. No, he just is in one of my discords, and he's kind of a turd. So, Epic Mike. We have look at this coming in. We got Epic Mike with a 97% no downvotes. So
Who's
I will
that guy?
not.
Wow,
Yeah, right.
no downvotes.
Kind of an ass. Shows up late, and makes fun of the host.
Sounds
Not really.
sounds like a real jerk.
He's a giant Richard Weed in my opinion. But anyway, somebody that isn't is Ian Soforth for 50 pounds. Zomamboni.
Yo.
You found out my Blue Sky handle. It is actually. But yeah, thank you for that, and thank you.
Shout out to Ian.
Thank you for Control F in the web browser so I can find the clip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. I know some tricks. I cannot stand this media board. It drives me nuts. All right. Thank you for the 50, sir. Great to see you here. And then we got Cadams here with a 10. Never forget that Danny Glover was too old for this shit at just a 50. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He passes as a 50-year-old. Even looking back,
He does.
he looked old. He looked haggard. Yeah. Didn't work for the later films because you're like, damn, how old is this man? You know?
Right.
Like
He's
this
like,
guy's
I'm
got to
100
be
years
like
old
80
now.
now. Yeah,
Like Lethal Weapon 4, is he supposed to be like 70 or something at that point? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you for the 10 there. Thank you. And back to it here. We got Expire. He's got that old school handle from like video games back in the Xbox PS2 era. Yep. Thank you very much for the 90. Yeah, 420. And we got Blaine with a 93. There you go. Man, I always forget how much I freaking love the Shane Black movies. Yeah, dude. I forgot how. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Dark Magus with the 93. We got Javier with 100. Alley Cat with a 97. Alex Aerokay with a 91. Awesome action movie. One of my favorite Mel Gibson movies. Heck yeah.
Shout
Thank
out.
you, Alex. And we got Stephen Brown, the man. Thank you very much, sir. With 100. He's got spoilers in his review, but that's okay. That's one of the other best parts is if you don't want to spoil it for people, you don't have to. So we got Mr. T with a 94. We got Sarah Toby Janot with a 99. Stealing a History with 100. Remember seeing this movie when I was a kid. I had to take my mom. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you for the 100. And we got Fergusonian, the 91. That's kind of low, man.
Yeah, let's just dislike it. Let's just
okay.
on
All right.
principle alone, yeah.
What is this culture that something has to be 100 for it to be loved?
Oh, it's not.
like,
It's not that.
toxic.
It's just turd.
Is
Okay.
more
Yeah.
that's turd.
Specifically, he's kind of
Technically,
the
Mike
worst.
is one. That's one of Mike's employees, so I'll defer to him. So
I don't claim that guy.
okay.
Employee is a strong word. It's
Yeah.
more loosely associated.
Yeah,
He
I'm not
contracts.
affiliated with Turd Ferguson.
You guys are
Independent
so funny.
contractor.
Yeah.
Man. Well, all right. Well, still, you get the thumbs down. Mike said so. Wasp with the 89. We got Wasp with the 89. Excellent high energy action packed cop action thriller where Martin Riggs pairs with Roger Murtaugh to form a mismatched team against crime. Awesome. Thank you, Wasp, and thank you for the support tonight
Shout out to
monetarily
Wasp.
and
Yeah.
and spiritually, I don't know.
What?
Oh, I'm fading. Sorry.
What do you
Disney
mean
Man.
fading? What does that mean?
Listen, don't
I've had a
derail
rough
him.
last few days. Yeah.
Don't
I'm
let
not derailing Mo. He just started talking about the people spiritually supporting
Right.
him. I don't know what he's
Mo's
talking
like,
about.
thank you spiritually, sexually, in any way that you
What?
might or might not have.
Wow.
Like, what are you
I
doing?
didn't say that.
Escalated.
I deeply,
Let
I deeply,
me simmer. Let me simmer at the warm setting. All right.
I deeply
Right?
treasure the connection that we've developed over the years. You know, like. Yeah.
Let me finish reading these reviews in a long drawn out Oscar acceptance speech fashion. Joe Rosie with a 99.
Hey.
Yep, there you go. Life on Marshmallows with the 96. Wow, we're getting real deep on these. We've only got a few panelists here. We've hit maybe 30 people in these reviews. That's awesome. Eric Stratton with a 91. My Dixie Wrecked with a 90. Tool for this shit. I feel you. After this stream, I definitely feel you. Emmanuel with a 90.
You
with a
are
79.
trolled, Mo.
Pretty good. What, I don't know, Blaine. You give it the gladiator vote here.
I think, hey, that's somebody that's a Crit Club member. That's a thumbs up all day. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Yeah.
I can live with that. Oh, and there's Odysseus Run with a 94. Lethal Weapon is the ultimate buddy cop partnership. This is an odd couple in a high stakes shoot 'em up, a blow it up dark investigation. There you go. Well, thank you for that, and thank you for your contributions earlier. I hope for your sake the Odyssey is going to be good. I don't think it's going to be good, but thank you for the review there. We got Michael Moose with 100. We got 300 mirrors. Lily, sorry you couldn't be on the show tonight, but thank you for being here. 90%. Cowboy Diesel with a 89, and then we got Sevi with a 98. Wow, was this your first time watching it, or have you seen it before?
No, oh my God. Didn't you hear me say I saw it first in Spanish?
Block out your voice, but sorry.
He's like, I don't understand
out.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds like a Mo thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there you go.
Real dark behavior.
Thumbs down for the attitude. Dr. Manzor.
That's actually pretty funny.
I respect it.
That's pretty good.
I respect it.
Dr. Manzor with 100.
It's how he mumbled it too. He goes, thumbs down.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
good.
Checks out.
You sassed me.
Heavy as a crown.
Yeah, I'm sick of the sassing.
Nick Napoli with a 91. Thank you for that. Last Drive-In with a 95. All these within the last week, man. This is awesome.
For real, this is a ton.
Yeah. How many of them were of the 77 was it? Well, was it a per well, I guess we'll find out here.
Right. I need to look almost.
Max Payne always supporting the channel. Jake Blue Blazed always supporting the channel. Eagle Thrasher. Oh man, I love that shot. I wanted to use it on the thumbnail. I couldn't do it. We got Jim Bear with 90. Legendo.
What?
Legend of Nintendo. I thought he was getting creative. 99.
You called
Thank
him
you.
Legendo?
Legendo. Sounded cooler. The Cynical Crusader. All right, here we go into the older ones. For 95, and we'll hit a few here. The Hooded Man, see if we get anybody else in our chat here. Tactical SpongeBob, love the name, love the review. And thank you guys so much for reviewing this. Got Beach Dad. This was a really fun movie to watch, and I'm glad all of you enjoyed it and watched it along with us. So thank you very much. And thank you very much for the almost 400, well, over 400 people for most of the stream. You guys are awesome. Jay, as we said at the beginning of the stream, he's still in Miami doing his thing. So he will be back, I'm sure, next week, where we'll be watching Jurassic Park, starring Sam Neill. So,
yep.
Anywho, well, let's see if we got any more super chats. We do. Well, I just answered the question. We got Juggalo Jer. For $20, where is Jay?
Yeah.
Jay's in Miami.
He's
had pimp on a blimp.
Mo drove him off.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. He's tired of me. Tired of my nonsense and inability to read super chats. And then we have He-Ma'am. Oh, it's Beardo. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's crazy work, bro.
And yikes. We got CC Black, 1987 for 2. Thoughts on Adam Driver as Magneto?
So right before we went live, this was the rumor. Now, the source, take it with the grainiest of salts. But I'll say, I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it.
It's not bad.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
I watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, I'm a
Hell
Tom
yeah.
Cruise, Ryan Gosling, Adam Driver. If you put him in something, it
gonna
really
be
doesn't
good.
matter what it is. I'm going to watch it because
Except
they're
for
He
that
shows up.
one movie that he did. What was that movie with? It was like dinosaurs.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
61?
47 or something.
Whatever.
There's some
65.
kind of
I think
numbers.
it was 65.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were getting
Yeah.
there. I like that movie.
I didn't see
It's
it.
kind of a mess, but like I like the dinosaur part of it. Yeah, I watched it with my kid. We're just like, oh man, him running away from dinosaurs, that's awesome. The rest of the movie, kind of a stinker.
So my thoughts on Adam Driver's Magneto, if they give him the silver hair, I don't know if it'll look good, but I think that would sell it. If it's just Adam Driver with a helmet,
I wonder
Right.
if that's why they didn't consider him for Snape.
Too young.
Right. If he was tied up.
Maybe. Yeah,
mhm.
I feel like he's kind of the shoe-in for Snape. Like to be
He
honest.
would have been the perfect Snape.
he
I
literally
kinda hate
matches the drawing by J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the drawing? He looks almost exactly like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like it's like one of those like how what's her name, Stephanie Meyer dreamed up like Edward kind of thing. You're like, yo, that's the person you thought up when you made this character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Odysseus thinks it could work. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Jay will return. Jay will return in Doomsday. I'm afraid to even say that word because they're taking down shows. But
Yeah, seriously.
we got another one here. CC Black. Patrick Wilson is Professor X.
I heard that as well.
That
Not
would actually be pretty. I like Patrick Wilson.
somebody else that always shows up. Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, he's Ocean Master too, and
that's what I was about to say.
yeah,
Like
it's,
he was in those
Yeah.
crappy Aquaman movies and he was
Yes, he
still
was.
great in it. So
Yep. absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. Well, thank you guys in the chat for all your support. Thank you for all the super chats and the gifted memberships. You guys are awesome. But first, we're going to do outros. Epic Mike, what do you got coming up, sir?
Yeah, so tonight I'm going to be finishing up Devil May Cry 1, and then we're going to jump right into Devil May Cry 3, because I've been told that 2 is an abomination and not to play it. So we're skipping 2, we're jumping right into 3, which is, I guess, everyone's favorite. So, yeah.
nice.
And
Awesome.
I've really been enjoying that franchise a lot, so.
They're cool. I want to go back at some point too, because I have not played those in any of them in ages.
Yeah,
I got 5. Go
but
ahead. I got
go
5
ahead.
free with the GPU, with the AMD GPU like 10 years ago. I never
Oh.
played it, but I've heard it's fun. I just never got around to playing it.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and I mean, just even the first one, man, it's kind of aged really well. Like, I'm like, I kind of dig this, dude. I like how, I don't know, the system and stuff, and the way the combat works. I kind of dig it. I'm like, this is fun. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard it's one of the better hack and slashers.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah. Okay, good. Awesome. I'm going to check that out. But yeah, go catch Epic Mike here later tonight. We have Sevi. What do you got coming up? All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Moving on.
Oh
So
no,
we'll-
it's muted. I'll be playing Power War later. That's about it.
Awesome. Have you played 1.0? Is this first time tonight?
No, I mean I played early access and I played 1.0 when it came out, so
Oh,
it'll
okay.
be fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, go check her out. And it wouldn't be me hosting a stream if I didn't miss a super chat. War Machine for 10, Braveheart 1995. So
Let's
thank
go.
you for the 10. And that was the only one. So just one. Just one.
job,
Blaine,
guys.
what do you got coming up, sir? Besides you and I going through a torture session on Thursday.
That's right. Well, listen, that's the thing. We're seeing that movie
Torture.
on Thursday. Going to be following it up, reviewing. We're doing The Rock. It is. It's been Nick Cage month, all month on Critical's Cast, and we're doing The Rock. So get your reviews in for The Rock, and we'll be, going to see the Odyssey, and then I'll be headed back to the house, and we'll run Critical's Cast. So it can be I haven't even talked to you about it. I was going to see if you wanted to come on with us, whether it be, from your house or whatever. But
Well, always critical. I need to
Yeah.
watch like what is it for boomers? I totally forgot.
yeah, Culture for Boomers.
Culture
Yeah.
for Obviously, look what I just said. I need it in my life. Culture for boomers.
Dude, I'm telling you, culture for boomers, most relevant thing on the internet. At this point, we're keeping you guys up to date on what's going on. But yeah, so I'm excited. Thursday's going to be fun, and I have not seen The Rock in ages, and I'm just really excited to rewatch it again. And so it's going to be a fun show. So yeah, Thursday at 7 Eastern, we'll be doing that, and Mo and I will be going to see that, seeing the Odyssey in our weird dome IMAX.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. And thank you guys for all your support and Kick. I am used to kind of delegating that. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. Thank you, Icanalist and Wiley Dave and everybody else out there for joining us over there at Kick. We really appreciate it. Icanalist said that he thinks that it's going to make Odyssey is going to make $675 million. And if there's any like gifted subs or anything like that, I don't see them in the chat right now because they don't show up. But if you did, let me know and we'll make sure that we get you on this one or the next one. But anyways, Joe, what do you got coming up besides trying to hunt down some food?
Probably going to sleep. It's been a really, really, really long day. I was at the airport at 5 a.m.
Oh, no.
Damn.
And this room is not very comfortable. This chair is like, it's been rough sitting here for two hours. So I'm going to go hunt down some food and then go to bed. And then I have a really long week of working in the middle of nowhere. So.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Kind on the Tookus.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
I'll be back on the weekend. I'm sure I'm going to want to, touch grass and be back in with my people online. So go follow me on Real Joe Rosie. Watch out for those fake ones. It's the real one. So
yep. So go hit up her link tree. And we got a few more super chats here. Icanalist, sorry about Kick. We got you over there. Kick is a great place. If you don't like watching on YouTube, Jay usually streams on Kick, and a lot of us people have picked that up too. So go check us out there if we're available. Check our link trees. And we got one more here. Great choice. War Machine for 12. The Untouchables from 1987.
Such a good movie.
Oh, that's a
great
good
movie. So, but I am Mo Zamboni. I'm going to be on with. I believe I'll be on The Plot Strikes Back with Nick. Who that's a fun hang. He's a great streamer that not many people know about. They should go check him out. So The Plot Strikes Back is the name of his channel. Great guy. Gonna be hanging out with some people. But other than that, thank you guys for coming here tonight. We will see you next week where we'll be watching Jurassic Park and Jay Shall Return. See you guys later.
Later.